Hello, guys. Hey, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you're joining us from. I miss you guys. I miss you guys so much. I'm glad I'm here again. How you all doing? Is today? I hope you guys are doing very well. Please do not forget to tag a friend, to tag another friend to our platform. If you get to subscribe, kindly do so. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share our broadcast. Thank you all so much. We're just going to wait for more people to come on live today. Today's topic is very hot, very, very juicy. I see everybody in the comment section. Naomi Bella, good afternoon to you. Mommy Diaspora, the mommy of all mommies. Good afternoon to you. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing very well. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Israel Asemota, thank you so much. I hope I pronounced that very well. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us on live today. I'm super grateful for having you guys here with me. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Um, we have Ninja Watch backstage is going to be joining me for the beginning, for the intro this morning. Then we'll take it up from there. Mr. Ninja Watch, are you there, please?
I'm here. I'm here. Good morning. Good morning to every one of you, Nigeria Wash family. How you guys doing today? Yes, this is another day, 28th May 2022. How you guys doing? Let's do this all over again. We actually talk about the situation that is currently going on in Nigeria right now, the defection of Peter Obi, to uh, Labour Party. A lot of people were watching yesterday. I can see a lot of Nigerians showed interest on this yesterday. So we are going to be talking because Peter Obi have responded now why he moved to Labour. So we are going to be listening to that right now. And we're also going to be listening to other stuff. As you all know that Biribe also dumped PDP just few hours after Peter Obi dumped the PDP as well. So for me, don't you think that's a setback at the moment for PDP? Anyway, we also have Bode George. Bode George, as you all know, that Bode George is not a friend to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bode George have been attacking Bola Ahmed Tinubu for a while now, and they have also said it on air that why can't Bola Ahmed Tinubu respond to him? So we have other video we are going to be playing here on that particular one. My people, good morning, happy weekend to you all, happy Saturday to you all. I'm going to recognize the people right here on the comment section. Mother of all, mommy diaspora, the great mother of all. Good morning to you, mommy. Thanks very much for joining us. We have more people right here with us. We have Israel, my brother Israel Samota. Thanks for joining us. Naomi Bella, can see you right there. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. Please help us to share and let others know that we are right here. Prince O, I can see you right there. Sonia Alex, I can see you as well. Good morning to every one of you. Let's do this. Help us to share. And the link to join this debate, or rather, we should call it a discussion, is right there on the comment section. Click on it. You find yourself right here. And let's talk about the things that is affecting you and I in Nigeria. Yesterday, Channels TV interviewed Peter Obi why asking him why did he dump PDP for Labour Party. I would like us to listen to this and then we'll take it from there. We already have someone on the backstage. We have Frank Ken, who's just joining us right now. Frank Ken, thank you very much for joining us. God bless you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Italy.
Thank you very much, my brother. I'll be coming back to you again. Thank you. All right, my people, let's listen to what Peter Obi have to say here. Then we move on. God bless you all.
Well, news of necessity of what is like a response of what was happening in the People's Democratic Party. The dumping of the PDP by the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, was a news that a lot of people were talking about. And today, has since declared that he has moved to the Labour Party. Tonight, I'm being joined by the former governor of Anambra State and the frontline presidential aspirant, Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Segun, for having me.
It was a shocker to a lot of your supporters. We thought, you might say this true. What was the real reason behind your leaving the PDP?
Well, let me correct the first impression. He said it's about dumping them. I didn't dump any party. Is the PDA party? Party is like an association. You have freedom of association. You have freedom to go in, freedom to go out. It's a relationship thing. And when you go into a relationship thing, an association, you go in there for a reason. And if you feel that maybe the activities that you go on is at variance with your own person and your principles, the only thing you can do is to quietly and decently leave the place. And that's what I did. You could see my write-up to the chairman of the party. There was no tone there that shows any quarrel or anything. I thank them for the opportunity of being their member, opportunity of associating myself there, and said, going on, I found out that I can no longer continue because of some activities I believe that are at variance with my person and my principles.
What kind of
and
things
I
are
moved
that?
well, it's not personal to me.
Okay.
Quite frankly, there's nothing. It's just like I always tell people, the process through which you get into arrive at any destination, especially when it comes to seeking a public office, sharing is as fundamental as what you do thereafter. So for me, I want to be able to follow a process that I believe in. Some people will tell you, do anything, when you get there, you can correct it. No, I don't believe in that. The process must be same as what I do thereafter. As a politician, I have campaigned, I've gone around the country, I've done what I'm supposed to do, presented myself to the people, and if I find out there's other things I might not be able to be part of, I decently withdrew myself. There was no issue.
You know the reason why I'm asking this question? I mean, one is curious that just about the time you left, Senator Abaribe has left also.
Well, everybody have his own reason for living.
You think things are going wrong in the PDP?
No, I don't think so. Everybody, like I said, it's association. Now people are living, they're living everywhere, you know. It's an association. You have right to go in, you have right to go out. There's nothing wrong there.
Does it call to question from what your friend said yesterday, Governor Yinsom Wike said about, I mean, you leaving the party and coming back, you've gone around the country, and now, on what platform will you now say you want to, you've gone on the platform of the PDP to campaign, to go around and consult the delegates of the PDP? Does that call to question your own loyalty as a party person?
I don't understand. Can you be clear on what he said? He said
Governor Yinsom Wike called your loyalty to question to the PDP.
What I don't know what I loyalty to question. I came in.
All right, my people, I have to pause that right there because that's Peter Obi being asked series of questions. The part that I'm going to like you all to focus on is this part that is going to play right now. You know, how Peter Obi responded or how Peter Obi defined what loyalty means, especially in this country, Nigeria. Let's listen further.
Into a system, and I was part of that system. I stayed there throughout the years I was in PDP. Nobody can question my loyalty to the party. I participated in everything, and when I'm going out, I didn't go out in a cross situation. I did it so decently because I have right to do so.
Did you probably think that you may not get the ticket of the party?
Not at all, not at all, not at all. I'm not desperate to be president. Not am I desperate to be anything. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the youths of this country.
You don't think that PDP is the right vehicle for you to achieve that?
No. It's like I said, I've left. I've moved on, you know, to where I think the process might allow me. It's not about, I keep saying, it's not about winning or losing. I would rather lose doing the right thing than win doing the wrong thing. My politics have been consistent in character and integrity throughout the time I started. And you can go and check. This is not the first time I left PDP, if you don't know. In 2002, when I started this politics, I was a member of PDP. Go and read what Olisametu wrote. I went to one meeting and I wanted to contribute, and people said, no, you can't contribute. No, I quietly left them. I went to APGA because I said, if I'm in a system where freedom of contribution is not allowed, I went to APGA, campaigned, won the election, somebody else was declared. I didn't quarrel. I went to court. I became the first Nigerian to ever stay in court for 3 years until court declared me the winner. I didn't quarrel. Same thing is what you see in that consistency I'm saying. When I became governor, 6 months after, I was impeached. I didn't quarrel with those who impeached me. I went to court. Eventually, the court brought me back. I became the first Nigerian to come back from impeachment as a governor. Of course, less than 1 year after that, election was conducted when my tenure was just about 1 year. INEC conducted the election, declared somebody else winner, he became governor. I didn't quarrel. I went to court again. And all through to Supreme Court, I won. That is why you have staggered the election in Nigeria today. It was because of me. I became the first person to set that example.
This very move that you've made, how painful is it for you?
This isn't painful.
Because you've gone around as a flag, seeking the flag of the PDP. Now you have to abandon that. It's like a project that you've seen to almost 95%,
no,
and you abandoned and you left.
There's nothing painful in my life. My late mother taught me never, always be glad for an experience. No matter what it costs you.
So what informed the choice of Labour Party?
Well, if you look at what I've been saying, you mentioned something. Can I go back to the question you asked earlier about comments of Governor Wike yesterday? There's something he talked about. When he was talking, the one I think he mentioned was when he talked about issue of integrity. He said that even my going questions my integrity.
All right, before we listen to his full response to integrity, let me acknowledge my people right here with me. I can see Mary is right there on the screen with us. Mary, good morning to you. Where are you joining us from? Please unmute yourself. Hello, Mary, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, I think Mary is struggling with our network right there. Let's move to Frank Ken. Frank Ken.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Okay, Mary, are you there? Can you hear me? All right. Okay, Frank Ken, can you hear me as well?
Yes, I'm here. I'm hearing everything.
Good morning.
Good
I
morning
can hear you. Good morning, Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah, good morning. Okay, your name is Mary. I thought it's a lady that's going to be talking from there.
Yeah, it's my wife. Yeah, it's my wife.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but you're going to be the one that will be contributing today, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. That's fine. Which country are you joining us from, sir?
Yeah, I'm from UK. I come from UK.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you again. Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, so.
Frank Kane, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Sorry about the interruption right there. Please, which country are you joining us from?
Yeah, I'm joining from Italy. I've made that known before.
All right. Okay, that's true. That's true. All right. Thank you very much. I have to come back again. All right. We have our brother Destiny with us. Destiny, good afternoon, or rather, good morning. Happy weekend to you all. How are you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing fine. And you? Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone also.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. All right. We have Mano Bende right there with us. Mano Bende, thank you very much for joining us. How are you doing today?
Yeah, very good morning to you, my brother, and good morning, everyone. I'm fine. It's Saturday. We're doing the usual weekend run around. Yeah, I'm driving too, so catch you guys.
Thank you very much, my brother, for joining us once again. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, we have Louis. You are trying to join us right now. You need to turn on your mic so that we can accept you to the screen. If your mic is turned off, we can accept you. Louis, I can see you in the backstage, but we can't put on the screen yet. But before Louis sort that out, we have my brother Akim just joining us right now. Akim, good morning to you, my brother. Happy weekend. How you doing? Okay, we'll come back again to Akim. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, my people, you can hear me, but something is happening to the light or something. Just hold on 1 minute. But I guess you can hear me. Akim, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah,
I
we
can hear
can
you loud
hear
and
you.
clear.
All right, good, wonderful. Akim, how are you doing today, my brother?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Good morning to you, and good morning to everybody out there. And just let me quickly jump in because every time I give it 5-10 minutes, the thing is always full. You know?
All right, no problem. You guys have time to sort yourself out, but just keep your space because we still have some couple of videos to play. Thank you very much. Let's move on.
All right, that's fine.
All right, we have our brother Israel Semuta, Nigerian team. How you doing, my brother? Talk to us.
Good morning, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thank you so much for this great broadcast today. And, I welcome all the panelists as well, Mr. Akim, Mano Bende, Mr. Tachi, the new member to Nigeria Watch family. Welcome, sister. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Louis, I can see you came back again. You still need to turn on your mic. You can see I'm accepting everyone, but I cannot accept you because I don't have the option to do that if you did not turn on your mic. Continue to work on that, but I hope you did not lose this spot. All right, my people, let's listen to how Peter Obi defined integrity.
Integrity. I don't know how that word came in, but I think when we talk about integrity, we should talk about the integrity in management of public resources. That is what we should be talking about in this country. And when such things are mentioned about me, I feel maybe there's something missing somehow.
One thing that we must remember, Peter Obi is responding to Governor Wike, okay, on this integrity definition. So let's just listen further. We have more people joining us right now. Leftists, okay, one of my team as well. Leftists, Itoya in the building with us. Okay, let's just move on.
So you go and check my record as the governor. I was impeached for 3 reasons. 1, my office had a approved budget to be renovated for 298 million naira. I renovated everything with 43,200,000. My lodge, to repair and renovate the lodge where the governor lives, which is me, was 486 million naira. I did everything with 81 million naira. Number 3 item was that I was saving money without the authority of the house. From day 1, I said we must save money. And that went through. For 8 years I was governor. Go ask any contractor, whether any contractor was sat with me to talk about what is I'm entitled to, inflated any contract, any supplier, anybody. And when I left office, his record, I left $75 billion, $500 million at that time, because it's public money. I was managing public trust, and I did so.
That's for
so
you,
for
integrity.
For me, that is, when you talk about integrity, it questions your management of public trust and resources.
All right, we are done with Peter Obi right there. Governor Wike, you are in trouble because Peter Obi have responded to you, and he have responded in a way to let you know what integrity means. I believe you can come out as well to tell us your own integrity as you are holding a public office. Let's move on, my people. We have another video we need to play here. We are going to be, okay, where do I start from now? Hold on, my people. Okay, let's go to Tinubu. Tinubu, because I want us to iron everything at the same time. Let's go to Tinubu, what people think about Tinubu, especially Bode George. Let's move on here.
You said both of them, I'm talking about Oluwa and Mustafa, ought to get a certificate of some sort of a clearance before they participated in the primaries. Now that they didn't get it, does it automatically nullify whatever appeal they're going to have within the party structure? And secondly, where we envisage we will be a couple of months ago, what would you say are the chances of Bola Tinubu?
It is even a lot easier for him now to get the, to get victory on Sunday and Saturday, on Monday. Why? The National Assembly, in a panic mood, now went to pass an amendment to indicate statutory, inclusion of statutory delegates, which was not necessary at all. If you check the 2010 Electoral Act, Section 86(7) is similar in paramateria with Section 84(8) of the 2022. So there was no need for them to panic. This clause has been existing there, but they make things easier now, where we have smaller number of delegates to contend with. And who is going to control those delegates? The governors. So it is left for all these other overnight, so to speak, aspirants who doesn't even know how a governor got there in the first instance, how the structure of the party was, established. And then you now go to the field to say you want to contest. How? Bola Tinubu has invested so much in the structure of APC that for anybody to dislodge him, you have to work for another 5 years. It's not an easy task at all. It's just like an article in PDP. How is it possible for you to defeat him? It's so difficult because he's an investor in politics and he has invested enough. And politicians, they repay investors because when they are in difficulties, the investor must have put in a lot of money to make sure that they participated in winning the election.
All right, people, you heard that man talking right there. I don't even know his name. I'm not really interested, to be honest. You see, he was talking from beginning to when I posted. This man never talk about the youth. It's all about Tinubu, Atiku, investing. For you to beat Tinubu, it's going to take you 5 years or whatever Tinubu invested in APC. That is all we're talking about. Selfish interests. This is what they are doing, selfish interest. They don't care about you and I. That's it. But let's listen to Bode George on this.
30 seconds, if you quickly can react to this. Yeah. Several times you've spoken about Bola Tinubu, who incidentally turned 70 a few days ago. And you said sometimes that you will go to Togo. The other time you said you will go to Ghana if he becomes president of Nigeria. The question is, what personal thing do you have against Bola Tinubu that you so much speak about his ambition of wanting to become president of Nigeria? If you can talk with that for me in 30 seconds before our break, I'll be very glad.
Seun, I have absolutely no personal grudge against him. The grudge I have against him is the plundering of the finances of this state. And I am challenging you and your friends in the media, even including the global world. Which country would have the Internal Revenue Service and will now set up a company solely owned by him and his cronies, collecting the taxations, the taxes of the people on behalf of the Internal Revenue Service? How? This doesn't make any sense. This fellow has plundered and has mismanaged the finances of this state to a stupor that calls attention. When I was saying it many years ago, everybody thought he was political. somebody, whether Akpapa or Akpata, who was his managing director, came out with a protest, a petition against that. Up till now, nobody has opened it up. And I said, look, if this is what Nigeria wants, look, who is perpetually the Senate representing Lagos? 3 times already. Who is the Oloja of Lagos? So he will be president of Nigeria. His wife will be Senate president of Nigeria. His son will be governor of Lagos. His daughter will be Oloja General of Nigeria. Come on. Come on. He has completely annexed the resources
Chief,
of my state.
we're totally
in definition.
we're totally out of time.
The
You've raised some very crucial
governance
questions,
is
but
about.
I know that Bola Tinubu, the
let
leader
him
of
answer
APC
them.
and the presidential aspirant, should be able to speak to this matter on this kind of issues that you have raised. But
he should come and explain to the
tonight,
public.
Chief
Simple.
Bode George, a member of the Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party. Thank you so much indeed for staying with us and coming on the program tonight.
All right, that's it for now, my people. All the videos that we need to showcase to you all, we are going to start analyzing them. I'm going to give the opportunity for my panelists to talk on this. But before that, remember, it's not my show. The show belongs to Kashi. So I'll give the floor to Kashi right now. Kashi, hand over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Ninja Watch. Thank you for the opportunity. First of all, I want to talk about Peter Obi. You know, I don't know, for every time Peter Obi talks here, you see this kind of confidence. He talks with so much confidence, like he's sure of everything he says. And he always refers you back to go and check. Go and check. For every time he talks, he has this confidence saying, go and check. So I think I like that about him. I think there's an altar of truth to whatever he's saying, because he's so sure. He's so sure. He exhibits this confidence, this calmness, and everything, which is a rare quality with the politicians. Somebody like Wike that always talks about power, power, power. Give me the power, 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 power. He's always talking about power, power, power. So I really do not know. Then then he said something. He said, I want to be able to follow a process. I believe that's what Peter Obi said in the interview with Channels TV that you just played. I want to be able to follow a process, I believe. Okay, I'm kind of not very sure about that statement here, because he said something about being in PDP in 2002. Then he left PDP to go to ABGA. Then from ABGA, he came back again to PDP. I kind of sense some type of, if you're in a party that you don't believe in their process, why did you leave and come back again? Is there something that happened that doesn't favor you, that doesn't suit you, and that's why you're leaving again to go to Labour Party? So that particular part, I'm not very sure about that part. So I want to move to Bode George. The man made a very, very valid point. Tinubu's son is governor. In fact, all billboard in Lagos, now the boy get all the billboard for Lagos. For you to place any billboard for Lagos, any strategic billboard, now them now they pay money to. The wife has been Senate president only God knows how many years. The daughter is a Yaloja. Now he's running for presidency. It's just well, I mean, that's why we have this platform, for us to talk and encourage the youth to go out there and make the right decision this time, because Nigeria has really, really gone down the drain.
Yeah. All right. You've said it all, Kashi. Remember, it's your show, so acknowledge everyone and call everybody one by one.
Okay, thank you so much again for that. Thank you guys, to everybody in the comment section. Honestly, the love has been wonderful. I really do appreciate you guys. And like I said earlier, I miss you guys. I can't believe I was going to miss you guys just one day. I already miss you guys. Ms. Oladapo Daniel Thomas, thank you for joining us. Naomi Bella, DJ, yeah, thank you so much. Andrew, I'm sorry I can't pronounce your surname, but Andrew, thank you for joining us today. We have Blessed Child, thank you so much, and good afternoon to you too. Our mommies of all mommies, thank you so much for joining us, and to the panelists, to the viewers, and everybody in the comment section, thank you so much for joining us today. So I'm going to take it back to Mr. Ninja Watch. Oh, okay. I think it's out. It's not there yet. Okay, so let's move to Mr. Frank Ken. Mr. Frank Ken, can you hear me please?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Where are you joining us from today?
Good afternoon. I'm joining from Italy.
Okay. I don't know if you've been following the videos that we just played.
Yes, I've been following. You understand? And the brief I have to say is even the Bible made it clear in a portion in the Bible. I'm sorry for bringing up the Bible issue here, that the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. You know,
Okay.
one of the things with all these our presidential candidates, they have a lot of issues. If you check, I'm not trying to say Peter Obi is the saint or the one that is more holy among them, but
Mm-hmm.
if you look at the people, the presidential aspirants now, you check their background and everything they have done in time past, you come
Mm,
to understand that he's the only hope that Nigeria has. Let's just call this pay this pay. If anyone
mm,
says he love Nigeria and still love Nigeria to be a one
mm,
nation, the nation that will talk more about the future of our children, I
mm.
believe he's the only option for now. I'm not trying to campaign for him, but I followed each and every one of them. We are
Okay.
okay. Let me just come up in this very form. We have this kind of Nigeria now that every state or every section, they are
Mm-hmm.
trying to bring up hooligans. I mean, because they
Mm-hmm.
saw this national cake, the people that open eye to go and fight. I'm trying to tell you something out of experience, to go
Okay.
and fight and get our own share. And when the hooligans gather together now, they will just concord together and begin to share the thing and put in their pocket. Every state, every section, every local government, they are looking for the bad ones that went to school among them to go and get the national cake. And when the whole hooligans get there, that's why we saw some governors are hooligans. All of them are in secret in this in cultists. So all these things is what has been going on in Nigeria. But if you listen to Peter, will be very clean and clear. If
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say someone must have wisdom to listen. If you listen
Mm-hmm.
to his word one by one, you come to understand that this man have this country called Nigeria at heart. Let me just say
Mm-hmm.
it this very way. Most Nigerians now, even outside country, no one is proud to be a Nigerian. No one is proud to be called a Nigerian. How many of our
Mm.
footballers are wearing Nigerian
That's
tango
true.
or anything in their hand? No. If you look at Senegal players, all of them has Senegalese flag. They will tie it in their hand. Look at anywhere. No Nigerian is proud to be a Nigerian. Let's call this
Mm-hmm.
spade here. The country
That's
has damaged, and we are looking.
right.
We'll be sincere to look for who will repair the country. You understand? All these article and all of them are hooligans. They are there to get the national cake. And let me tell you one thing about oil. Oil is something that is great. Small time it will become updated. Most of the cars they are producing here in Europe is just electric cars. Small time, oil will be nothing to talk about. Okay, we have been using coal as our exportation material before. Coal is
Mm-hmm.
nowhere to be found. Even if you go to the coal mining place in Enugu now, it's all disaster because no one cares about it. Or you will come to a day be something of the past. So we need people that has brain, not all these people that only think about their or about yourself and people give praise. We Nigerians as well need to change our mentality concerning this and come up as a true Nigeria to know the best thing we need. There's one
Mm-hmm.
of these time that I was trying to reach a lot of comedian because let me just say from what happened in NSAS that the youth pick up someone they trust and say this is the
Mm-hmm.
person we want to be in the office. Let me check where these old hooligans will see who will support them. You understand? The
Mm-hmm.
Nigerians, the youths, don't know exactly what they want. That's one thing I see there. They
Why
don't
do
know
you say
exactly.
so?
Why do I say so?
Mm-hmm.
We are now talking here. We are talking here, and a lot of people are listening to us. But most youths now, they will just collect money and do and vote for whoever that gives them money. You understand? Let's just call this way this way. You know, when we begin to talk about Nigeria, we are not only talking about some people that are enlightened. They are enlightened. There are people elsewhere, though they might not be listening to anything, though they know the truth, but what they care is what they see immediately, what they see in their eyes. They never
Mm-hmm.
think about the integrity and even about their own integrity and about their future. You understand? We are talking about people that think about their integrity, one, to represent this very country called Nigeria, not only in Nigeria, but even in outside country, and
Okay.
as well the future of them. Okay, many of us now, I have many people, many of my friends here in Italy and other places in the world, they can't go home because of what is happening in Nigeria. They can't go. Why? Many of their children have been here for many donkey years. They can't go home. So because of how the country looks like, so we have to bring up a Nigerian that we can easily, okay, like some of us that are outside country, that you will be here. Your child will say, Daddy, I want to go home. You go for the child will go to holidays, even take the whites here, go to holidays, relax even in the village, enjoy every village stuff, and come back free. That's exactly the kind of Nigeria I want. And with all these men that are out, I believe the only better one I see there is P2B. So let's
Okay,
not.
so the question I'm going to throw to you is,
Okay.
what are you going to do differently? Because you are the government, I am the government, we are all the government. So the truth is, if we keep talking and no action, that is all it's going to be, talk and talk without anything changing.
This,
So I want to ask you a question. What are
okay.
you doing differently that you think will be able, because now you're really convinced that Peter Obi is the guy, compared to other people right now. So what are you doing? What are you doing? What are the measures you're putting in place to make sure you vote for Peter Obi?
The measures I'm putting in place, I thank you for that very question. One of
Yeah.
these measures is, one of it is me being in this very platform. Sincerely speaking, most of the time, whenever they talk about anything in Nigeria, I don't want to hear. Do you know why? Because after every effort and the whole thing, it goes the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
So the effort, or one of the measures, one is for me being in this platform and try to sensitize people in any way I can. You
Okay.
understand? And
So
which I believe,
sensitization are the measures you're putting in place.
yeah.
You're not
It's
in the
very, very.
country, so I'll also try to encourage you to encourage people back home to get their PVCs and make sure they vote, because that is the only way.
Very,
Because
very
no,
important.
no matter how we talk and talk, come to this platform and talk every day. That's what it's going to be, talk and talk without any actions. So thank you so much, Mr. Frank Ken. I'm going to get back to you
Mr. Frank,
shortly.
thank you very much. God bless you for that delivery. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Mr. Frank Ken. I'm going to get back to you shortly. Let me allow other of our panelists to contribute. We have Destiny. Destiny, good afternoon to you today. Where are you joining us from, please?
Good afternoon. I'm joining you guys from Germany.
Okay, thank you for joining us today. Please, I don't know if you've been following the video, and what are your contributions?
I've been following the video from the one.
Okay.
Nigeria issue is not easy. Oh. Sometimes you need to eat very well before you can
That's
lament on
right.
it.
That's very right. So
Well,
do you
my
have any,
own take is that. Sorry,
I said, so do you have any contributions?
I have some
Okay.
contribution. Like yesterday, towards the ending of the show, Mr. Leftis made a very good analysis on
Mm,
Jagaban, which I love well. Because
okay.
I've been saying it every time people said he developed Lagos, he make Lagos a mini London. When yesterday leftists explained everything, at least we know that even the road and the house they said he built in Lagos, or the road he turned it to tax for himself, put toll gate everywhere. All the houses he turned it to his own. There's nothing like government estates. Now,
Okay.
since Bode George has been complaining that you don't have any secondary school result or whatever, a big as in Nigeria, you say you want to govern the country. Your name, you have issue. Your result have issue. Your age have issue. Everything have issue. Comma, comma, comma.
Mm.
How did you make
Hmm.
your money? Comma.
Hmm.
And you have not deemed it fit to come out one day and said, I want to govern this country. Among all this whole allegation, okay, let me just defend even one, because it is more than 6 now. Let me just defend only one and bring the proof and everything out. How I make money, or about my age, or about the weight. No. As big as Nigeria. And every of us are still clapping. Jagaban, Jagaban. In fact, as in Nigeria, we supposed to be ashamed by now. For this man to be dancing, clapping, and still saying he want to rule, and he never explained anything. Where does that happen? For me, it's only Nigeria that I believe this kind of thing have already used to happen. Because that's that this one now that look like wood that we just put there came in with NEPA bill. Everybody was complaining. The rest people did not ask him, they did not allow him to explain whether he had the real result or not. Osomole come out and said, with NEPA bill, it's good to go. And he now give it to us.
Okay, I'm going
Now they
to
want to
ask you
still bring another
a
one.
question. I'm going to ask you a question, Mr. Destiny, please. So,
All right.
Peter Obi has moved to Labour Party. Yes, so many people have been saying, "Oh, Labour Party, they don't have the structure in place to win 36 states. Oh, Labour Party don't have the capacity to win against PDP." Do you think moving to Labour Party is the right choice Peter Obi made?
Anyway, I'm not a fan of Peter Obi, but I will say one thing is, we as in
Okay.
Nigeria, we have problem, very big one at that.
Mm,
If I will know that you are good in what you do. Instead of me to give you that opportunity, I will go and look for one excuse, bring out that because of this excuse, I will not give it to you. Or look for any other.
okay.
When Showore come out, because me, I'm a fan of Showore. If I have any opportunity, that's the person I will vote for. And I always
Okay.
said to my people, because I don't believe on a person like Tabi. So
Okay.
when they don't want, when we in Nigeria, we don't want to do something, we must bring any excuse.
Mm,
Who owns the structure? Is it not human being?
okay.
You fight for something. You don't sit down and wait for something to come. All of we start complaining we don't have structure. Oh yeah, what is structure? Did the party just jump up and become a structure on its own? Is it not people that work for it? So if we want to have the structure, we work for it. Everybody stand beside it. Then things will work out. We will have to complain. We'll complain. Since 4 years ago, when Showore, 5 years when Showore started, the same thing that we are seeing that it doesn't have a structure. It just comes 2 years to election. Why? No, we cannot do it. Now we are almost 5 years now. Many Nigerians are still complaining. For me, what I
Okay.
see in some of us is not that. What I see in some of us is not that the matter of the structure. Many people they are just need the money because they know that the APC and PDP will give them that money. So they will just bring all this excuse to want to deceive themselves because not people like us.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Destiny. Thank you for that delivery. We're going to move straight to Mr. Akim. Mr. Akim, can you hear me, please?
Hey, my sister, I can hear you loud and clear. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you, and yourself.
I'm doing very well, thank you. So, I don't know if you've been following the video. If you have, please make your contributions.
Oh, thank you very much. And thank you to our brother Niger Watch. Thank you to my brother Alex. And the other two guys that just spoke. Now, sorry, I didn't put your names down. And thanks to all our contributors on the comment section. I've been following the debates from the beginning. I just want to quickly say something. You know, sometimes I always say when we are here, if we don't have information that are not reliable, we should just try to ignore the matter in a way. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his son is not the current governor, and his son is not going to be the next governor because Governor Sanwo-Olu has just got elected as the candidate for APC for second term. So it will not be Tinubu's son going for second term in the elections. And Tinubu's wife is not the Senate president. She's just a senator. She's not a Senate president in the Senate. So, and it's not like I'm trying to defend him. I'm just trying to correct some stuff. And the man, Tinubu is somebody that initially, you know, me, I'm so the way I am. Initially, I did like him before, until not long ago. You know, when I started to see the way some certain actions, the way he was supporting the Buhari government and the things he tried to do with the Obaseki matter and stuff like that. So all those things are the things I looked at about him and I turned against, and I just say, you know what, no, this man, he doesn't deserve those kind of, because the man, look, is somebody who studied in the United States of America. He worked for some of the biggest financial investment companies in the United States. And he also came to Nigeria and he worked for Mobil. Before he left Mobil, he was one of the heads of Mobil in Nigeria. So it's not like the man hasn't really worked it's not like he hasn't done anything in the private sector. He has. And if you notice when the struggles for democracy was on during the Nadeko, Tinubu was among those people who was financing the struggle against the military government. Personally, he was among those people who was financing it from abroad, from exile. So I understand the situation where we are today because you cannot deny the fact that the man has benefited immensely from Lagos State resources. Nobody can deny that. That is, if you are denying that, it means that you're just trying to cover what is blatantly open out there. So for me, I'm not a fan of him, but I'm just trying to put all of those information out there. And regarding say Peter Obi, I think I have nothing against Peter Obi as a person. I think he is a good manager of resources. Okay, it's two different things. Being a manager of resources in a state whereby you are all practically of the same ethnic group is different from trying to manage the resources of Nigeria and then trying to manage the diversity of Nigeria as a nation. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So those are two different things. So this, for me, I think is the most challenging one. And this is where you see somebody like Obasanjo did well and Buhari failed woefully, trying to bring the country together. Where this level of division that we have today, you don't really notice it. You didn't notice it when Obasanjo was president. And even when Jonathan was president, he managed it to a certain, he managed it well. You didn't really have this fraction that we have today because whether we like it or not, our nation is a very diverse one. You have the Northerners, you have the Southerners, you have Christians, you have Muslims. Nigeria is one unique country that you will never find anywhere in the world where you have almost 50% Christian, 50% Muslim in one country. In majority of the country that you go to, it's either they are overwhelming majority Christian country or they are overwhelming majority Muslim country. But in the case of Nigeria, it's almost 50-50. So it is you need somebody who knows how to bring people together to manage a country like Nigeria. So on that, put that part aside. But you now look at governance. How do you govern Nigeria as a country? Have I really seen anybody among these people who I can look at and say, you know what, this person will do a good job? Currently, no, because at the end of the day, the level of restructuring that they are all talking about, it's not detailed until somebody come out and tell me that they will restructure the House of Assembly, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. Because majority of our problems comes from those places.
Mm.
If nobody is able to come out boldly, because if a president, if you're even, okay, let's say you're electoral warrior as a president tomorrow. Okay, let me just use this as an example. Say you're electoral warrior as your president tomorrow. Warrior is going to send a bill to the National House of Assembly, and they're going to tell him, no, we don't want this. Do you know when Buhari became president? He sent budget to the National Assembly, and the National Assembly, they filed the budget. Buhari was trying to be stubborn. Say, no, this is not my budget. I did not put this. He sent it back. They said, okay, no problem. They left it there. 6 months. He was the one begging them to bring it. He said he was the one begging them to bring it. The budget that was supposed to be passed in December was not passed in June the following year. You now have only 6 months to work with your budget. So this is one of the problems that anybody that becomes a president of Nigeria will actually face as a leader. So you need somebody who will come out and say, you know what, it is time to have an overhaul of the system. Nigeria as a country, as is currently structured, doesn't work. Let us restructure the whole thing. The National Assembly have to be at the top, and then the state have to then take power back. If we don't want to go back to regional, let us then give power to the state. I don't like a situation whereby Uselu Lagos Road is a federal road. That road broke down. You have to wait for somebody in Abuja to come and fix it. For me, I don't like that. I don't think that is a way to run a country. Every country that are federalism, they practice true federalism. Our own, we have a unitary system of government, and we call it federalism. So everybody that is running today, for me, it's more like it doesn't matter for me anymore who becomes president tomorrow. It is how we then pressure those people to make sure they restructure the country so that it functions for every Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Akin. Thank you for that delivery. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge everybody in the comment section. I can see Boniface, Easy OKK. Thank you so much for joining us. Oses More. Thank you so much for joining us today. I can see Blessed Child. Thank you guys for joining us today. Do not forget to like, comment, share this broadcast so you can get to more people. So we're going to move to Mr. Leftist. Mr. Leftist, good afternoon to you today.
Hey, Kachi, good afternoon. Where do I start from? Well, the topic is about I'm not desperate to be the Nigerian president, according to Peter Obi. And
that's right.
He responded to Wike's allegations yesterday that he has no dignity, he has no character, and all that.
He has no loyalty.
Yes, that was his response today on the video we saw today. He responded. So, according to Nigeria Watch, we'll be waiting for Wike to tell us what he knows and what he means by dignity and character. And now we'll now compare him to what he's saying if they are not the same. Let me go to Bode George. Bode George has been a man that has been very stable. He has not changed. He's still saying what he's saying on what he knows about Tinubu. And I'll tell you what, nobody has come to tell Bode George you are lying, to counter what he has been saying about Tinubu with proof. Or
that's right.
Without proof, everybody's quiet. Why is everybody quiet? You cannot be coming on social media to rubbish my name and talk series of things about me, which is not true, and I will keep quiet. And I'm fighting for a very sensitive position, a position that will be number one citizen of a country. And somebody that knows me is telling the world about myself, and I just kept quiet. I'm not suing him. I didn't write petition against him to stop him. I didn't do nothing, which means everything he's saying is true. So I want to answer my brother Akin. Here today, we're not going to be friends. For you to go and be telling us about Tinubu pedigree, what do you mean? What are you saying? It's a question I just asked you, sir.
Do you want me to quickly respond?
No, quickly, please, sir. Let Mr. Leftist continue.
No, I want him to respond. It's like it's going to be good.
Okay, please go
Okay.
ahead.
All right, thank you very much. I was not trying to give you his pedigree. I'm just trying to correct some information out there that the man doesn't have it. If you're listening to Bode George criticism of Tinubu, right? First of all, you have to go and look back at history. What happened to Bode George? You don't forget, Bode George was actually convicted of criminal offenses and he was sent to prison. And it was the Supreme Court that set him free. And Bode George, believed that Tinubu and people like Obasanjo and some others were those people who were behind his conviction at the time. Since Bode George came out of prison, he has been a big critic of Tinubu. Bode George and Tinubu, they've known each other a long time. So why is it that it was when he came out from prison and he started criticizing Tinubu? Brother, just go back and check. That is all I need to tell you. I'm not saying you should
No,
vote
but
for
they just
Tinubu,
have
and I'm
been
not
doing it for a long
Tinubu.
time. But they just have been doing it.
Thank
No,
you, Mr.
not
Ake.
before he went to prison.
Ake, this is debate. It's like debate between me and you now. I like this. I know why I asked you this question. Now you said, why is it that when he came back from prison, it was then, or it is then, he started criticizing Tinubu? Why has Tinubu not responded to his criticism if they are not true? I don't have a problem with what you just said. I don't have a problem with what you said. He was sent to prison. This is Nigeria. I can be sent to prison for what I don't know nothing about. I can be sent to prison.
Yeah, but that is why I just said to you that he believed. That's why I just he believed that Tinubu's and co were behind him going to prison.
It's not about, sir. It's not about he believed. It is true that Tinubu is one of the persons that sent him to prison. It could be true.
So if that's the case, yeah, but my brother left. If that's the case, that is a reason for him to come out and be critical of the man.
Well,
I'm not let the man debunk what the man is saying now. Let him say he's lying.
Ake, please don't defend Tinubu now. I'm not defending Bode George. I'm following what he's saying. Why don't you follow what Tinubu is saying? I am following what Bode George has said about Tinubu. You are not Tinubu's spokesman. Let Tinubu to come out and clear himself.
My brother, you see, when we are on this platform, right? When we are on this platform, please, 1 second, please. You see, when we are on this platform, right? We have to. This is why sometimes I like watching Arise TV a lot. You know, we have to look at both sides of the issue, not just one side. Just because I'm against Tinubu doesn't mean that if I see somebody is saying something that I don't believe is true, doesn't mean that I shouldn't correct or come out and try to correct what I think is of public opinion or the public this thing. Tinubu left is 1 second. No, I just wanted to understand one thing. Tinubu was in opposition government to PDP for how many years, right? And if you believe that with all the fights that Tinubu fought with Obasanjo, when Tinubu left office up to today, the only time that Tinubu was persecuted by any government in Nigeria was when he was persecuted for falsely declaring assets in the in CCT. What do you call it? When he was prosecuted for falsely declaring assets, and he won that case that time. So apart from that, do we have any record of where the man was convicted of not having a certificate or so? He was governor 2 times. He was senator. He's been a senator and he's been a governor 2 times. When have we seen him being prosecuted for not having a certificate?
Mr. Kim, let me I want to quickly put one thing.
Wait, Machiavelli, you wait, please. Has Oshomole been convicted of not having certificate?
Who told you Oshomole doesn't have certificate?
Wait.
But who told you Oshomole doesn't have certificate?
At the time Oshomole was having certificate scandal, that is when the Minister of Education in Benin got fired. Got bought. I was in Benin.
My brother, who told you Oshomole doesn't have certificate?
Has Kabaka been convicted of not having certificate?
Kabaka has run for office.
No, I am just saying all these things. Look, let's be factual. Let's see when we are in the field of football. There's one thing referee does. If the advantage, if you have infractions and I am of the advantage, you will not blue. we overlook it because I am of the advantage. It is an offense, but I am the advantage. I may take the advantage and still take the goals. But if I am not at the advantage, he will blue and give me that back. So, my friend, Akin, today, initially we are like this. Later, you became one. But today, you've gone back to APC. And I am telling you that you don't have to defend Tinubu. I am not a fan of
Lefties,
Tinubu.
I'm not
And Tinubu,
defending
listen,
anybody. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. It's like I was
don't
on this
correct
platform one time.
Allah
I was on
Tinubu,
this platform.
Okay,
Listen,
guys.
there was
Allah
a time we had
Tinubu,
a debate,
Allah
and
Tinubu children. Tinubu has
people were
children.
saying,
He has
hang on, hang on,
daughters.
hang
He
on.
has a wife. Allow them to come out and defend their father.
Yeah, but this
He
is a
has a
debate
child.
platform.
They are making money. He has a daughter. He has a wife. Allow the children come to defend their father, not you. On that note, let me continue. Machiavelli, I'm sorry.
I wanted to
Machiavelli,
ask
I'm
a
sorry
question.
for.
I
Okay, go
wanted to
ahead.
just ask the thing is that let's just calm down and let's be civil and try to make everybody understand because we're talking tonight become concerned citizens of Nigeria. That the first thing is that Akim is trying to give a statement here. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but I want to ask one question. He has been convicted of something, of inflating something, right? During that was why he was being persecuted. Now let's put this thing here. Anybody that has been found with wrongdoing, that is already a violation. Do you understand? So what are we trying to say here is these people, all of them, they are not credible. This is why we have to go back to the foundation that all these people we have become the food basket of the nation. They can put us in their pockets and just deceive us and go there. In every countries of the world where we all live in, have you seen any politician that has been found with wrongdoing and they are trying to go into an office that they are not being criticized? It's none. Tell me. Because when you are guilty of a crime, it sticks with you. They must reflect back to that thing. So if Bode George, whatever it is accusing the man of certain things that is not right, he should come out and defend himself because he's trying to get a public office. He cannot tell us as concerned citizens that we cannot go back to that same thing that happened. We want to know, we want to hear we want to get the clarity because this is somebody who is going to represent the whole of Nigeria if given the mandate to rule. So we are concerned. My point here is all these people, we must get what they have done and make sure that our people does not fall back into this thing again. If we are telling we are setting the status quo, we should put it right. That is what I'm trying to say here. Mr. Left, you can continue.
All
Yes.
right, guys. Thank you
Thank you.
so much. We're just going to take a quick call. Somebody is calling us here. We're just going to take a quick call, Mr. Leftis, please, and I'll get back to you shortly. Please, let's take a quick call.
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for calling Ninja Watch today.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is Mr. Friday Benyogo.
Where are you calling us from?
Lagos.
From Lagos. So thank you very much for joining us.
Shagari Estate.
Alimosho Shagari Estate. Okay, thank you so much. Have you been following the show, please?
Yes, I'm following this platform. All these people are old. They should go and rest.
They are old. They should go and rest.
They should go and rest. They are disturbing the youth. The Nigeria is not moving forward. In their time now, look at what is happening. Everywhere there's insecurity, there's no job, there's no money, there's no life. This is not what they are saying. They are investing our money abroad and keep their families there. We should tell them, before you become a president of this country, you, your wife, your children should come first and vote. Not that you take them to abroad and after voting they will come back and become the son and daughters of the president. That is rubbish. Nigerian youths are not understanding the ministry of what they are doing. In Europe, before you vote, they will know your background, they will know your family, they will know what you are into, they will know what you are doing. It's not that this one we're doing. If you check Donald Trump's profile, you see that he's a businessman right from time. All these people have no background. They have stolen Nigerian money and they still want to go and steal more. They should go home and rest. Let them use the money they have stolen before and better their life. And their family. But they should leave the new dispensation to come in so that we know what to do.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
They are not doing anything. They are all old. They don't have a good profile for the youth. They don't have a good profile for the country. So there's no need of coming there repeating themselves as you know, and immortal. No, they will die one day and leave all this shit.
Okay.
But that money is still being sent out from.
Thank you very much. Let me just quickly ask you a question, please. So, if you were to vote for a president now, who would you vote for?
To be, but he has left PDP. I don't know the party is going now.
Yes, he's in Labour Party now. He's in Labour Party.
It's in Labour Party. That's my guy. Then I will switch to him because he has the profile to bring out Nigeria from the dust we are now. A country that produces graduates up to 3, 4, 5 million every year, but you have no job for them. Are you a country?
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, that's Mr. Isaac calling from Lagos, Alimosho Estate to be precise. Thank you so much, Mr. Isaac. Thank you for your input. Mr. Leftis was making a point before the call came in. Please, Mr. Leftis, can you continue, please?
Yes, thank you very much. And thank you, Mr. Isaac, for calling in. I believe this is your first time. Please, we encourage you to always join us and call in if possible, come to the panelists. Join the panel and also air your view. It is open. We are not, we don't have particular people here. We just come in, anybody can come in. Thank you very much. Yes, I will continue my disposition. I was on Bode George and Tinubu, and my personal opinion is somebody like Tinubu, whatever he must have done or whatever it is, he should leave the air space. He should just go and rest. He's too old. I think he's even older than Buhari. Look at what we are suffering in the hands of Buhari. How can an old man like that? He's not. He has everything. He has everything he needed in life. He has made it. What is he looking for? What is he looking for again? So as for me, my personal opinion, what I don't like him, I want him to just stay away from the politics arena. Simple. Going to the man that was speaking, going to the other man, I don't even know his name, that was speaking for Tinubu. We must have seen over time that Tinubu is spending what he has achieved from Nigeria and Lagos. He has been able to pocket so many airlines, not from his rice farm, not from his fishery farm, not from one of his company, but from Lagos political money. From toll gates, yes, from the houses in Lagos, from the taxes he has collected in Lagos. You see how he's been sharing money. That man talking, wasn't him talking. He came to talk because he was paid to talk. Just the way Kabaka came in and talk, it was not him talking. When they send you message, you just take the money and deliver the message and go back and enjoy your money. From what he said, he's just saying nothing. He has invested in politics. Do you invest in politics? Is politics farm? Is politics company that you invest in and it has to be paid back? Does that man even make sense? These are some of the people that say they want to lead us. These are the people we call leaders. And they are everywhere. Him on affair. And they say they own Nigeria. Meanwhile, they have no clue of nothing. This is how they talk. They talk money, corruption, corrupt people. Is this how? I don't understand. And some of us will still come here and want to celebrate these people. And some of us will still come here and be saying things nice about these people. A youth talking about old man. Where are we going? A lot of people died a few years ago in Lekki Toll Gate because of one man's greed.
They said it's Photoshop.
Yes, Samuel, whatever, Deborah Samuel died of recent. Nobody, among even the youth, nobody is clamoring for her. It could be you and me for nothing. over her right for being a Nigerian. A lot of
Okay.
people are dying in the forest, on the road, every day in Nigeria. You are not seeing them. But we are here praising those elites that's giving us problem. And we are youth. And we want chance. Well, this is a problem.
Okay.
Uh,
Thank,
thank you very
thank you
much.
so much, Mr. Leftist. Thank you. Guys, please, I just want to urge all of us to try and stick to the topic that we have. We're talking about the real reason why Peter Obi left PDP to Labour Party, and we're talking about Bode George is allegations to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Please, let's try as much as we can to stick to the topic. Thank you so much, guys. We're going to move to the next person on our list. We have Mr. Okundaye. Mr. Okundaye, good afternoon and thank you for joining us today. Mr. Okundaye, can you hear me, please?
No, to hey.
Mr. Okundaye.
Hey.
Okay, I think Mr. Okundaye is having some difficulties right there, but let me just take a moment to acknowledge the people in the comment section. I can see Jim. Jim, thank you so much for joining us. Prince and Cam, thank you so much. Irene Finest, thank you so much for joining us. We have Blessed Child, thank you. Marquis Donald Osesmo, Nigerian Matter. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share our broadcast so more people can come here. Thank you so much, Paxton. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
Mr. Okundaye, are you ready now?
Yes, I'm ready. It was really difficult.
Very sorry, sorry, Mr. Akuda, if you can hear me, sorry. I just quickly want to, Madam Kachi, please just allow me quickly do some little corrections. I'm seeing from the comment section, Nigeria matters.
Matter, yeah.
Yes. Please, Nigeria matters. You are listening to me. You use a very bad language, and here we don't
Oh,
allow such bad language. That is an insult, and we don't really appreciate such thing. Normally, before now, we will kick you out, but because you have right to say whatever you want to say, but please be constructive. We don't usually kick out anymore, but we will just warn you that if you continue like this, we're going to put you off. We don't accept insult on anybody here. You can insult our leaders or politicians that are stealing, not you. I cannot even insult you now because you are like me. We want the best for Nigeria. So your opinion cannot be my opinion. You are talking about age is not the issue. If you follow us, you will understand that before now we didn't believe in rationing. We just want anybody from anywhere that has the leadership skill. Whether you are a northern person, whether you are from the south, wherever you are, as far as you are in Nigeria, you are patriotic to lead us. If you be following us, you know that even when we talk about age is not actually the problem, but patriotism. But if you see the old people today that are leading us from, you discover that they're not patriotic. So they are the age people we are talking about. So when you want to talk with, be constructive. That insult, we will not accept it. If you repeat it again, we're going to kick you out. Thank you very much. Kachi, you can take
okay.
over.
Thank you, Mr. Leftist. Nigerian matter. I hope you've heard. Please, we're very, very mindful of our language on this platform. Please, you can air your views without raining any insults or anybody. Thank you so much. As you abide by that, thank you. Mr. Okundaye, can you hear me, please? Oh, sorry, we have somebody on the phone now. Please. Hello. Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Niger Watch. Okay, can you please reduce the volume of your television on TV set?
Hello?
Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
What I'm saying is your write-up, you're writing contribution. It should be contribution.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for pointing that out. We'll do the changes right away.
Yeah, I'm just watching. I will contribute later.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Okundaye.
Okay, thank you, Miss Kashi. Thank you, Mr. Najawash, the leftists, and all the panelists. Thank you, all the viewers. As the topic says, I am not desperate to be Nigeria president. I have said it already. Me, the Okundaye, have said it that a real person is not desperate of something. I will use myself example. When I was in workshop, because I know the work I'm doing, a boy who did not know work, it was a job man to my master. Whenever customer come to the workshop, he will be the first person to run to them. But when work got tough, I will not be the one to be called. Because I'm not desperate to meet that customer, but I'm not the one desperate to rescue the fault of that vehicle. So that is it. Peter Obi is telling us he's not desperate to be a Nigeria president because he's satisfied with what he has. So he can live well. He has, even if there is no light today, he can put light in his house. His wife are not begging, his children are not out of school that cannot pay their school fees, so he cannot send them to a foreign country that others are sending their children to. So if you know you are feeling the pain of the country, that this thing you want him to change, you want your children to have a better life like Peter Obi, then you can call him, which the Obi is a doctor, medical doctor for that matter, not just a math. So he have the capacity of treating patients. So he still have the capacity of changing Nigeria, because some people thought it is just only Anambra State. Even Anambra State is not only Igbo people that live there. And it's not only one tribe of Igbo that live there. Just like the way we have Nigeria, have different tribes, it's still so they have it in Igbo. So we also understand it's not really desperate by being a president, but if you know that you want a good country to be yours, then you can invite Peter Obi. He will treat you like the way he treats patients. He will treat the country like the way he treats his family. He will treat the country like the way he governs the Anambra, which is his state. So by saying he's desperate of rescue, everybody are desperate of good things. He's desperate that to see a Nigeria moving direct. That is why he don't bribe people. He said, I don't have the money to bribe you. If you need a good life, you don't need to be bribed. Because if he give you money today, how many days are that money going to last with you? A money you cannot invest on something. Before you know it, if you take it to beer parlor, even at your seat, the money will finish. So that is why I said.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Then for the Bode George, someone said Bode George is a critic because he went to prison. Tinubu went to prison in America. It was as an option to go to exile or to remain a prisoner. So that is why he chose to return back. He chose to went to exile. He did come back to Nigeria. Coming to Nigeria, he became a governor of Lagos State. And in terms of Lagos State, as a governor, people are saying development. You see Agberu everywhere. It was his time that Agberu killed a soldier man. That time was going to Lagos to carry cement, follow my elder brother. In the time Agberu killed soldier man, that the soldier wanted to avenge, Tinubu quenched them. So that is why when people say go and ask, because there are many things people doesn't know, or even if they know, they doesn't tell people. So person who gave power to Agberu to kill a soldier man, that one want to be a president. Is it not like what they give power to the people now that is killing everybody in the farm?
Okay, so Mr. Okundaye. Thank you, Mr. Okundaye.
Hold on, Cash. I have to step in because we have a caller from here.
Okay.
Mr. Chris, please. Good morning to you. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you, my brother.
This is Chris from Dublin. Thank you very much for this wonderful topic. I'll just try and stay focused on the topic.
Yes.
Well, I think that it really staggers my imagination that at this stage we are still putting Peter Obi in the same pedestal as Tinubu. And clearly, I don't think both of them are in the same level at all when it comes to governance or anything you can think of. Is it integrity? What do you want to compare Peter Obi and Tinubu for? Now we have the opportunity to bring in the change that we so desire. So I don't think we should throw it away in the guise of any excuse at all. There's no basis for that. At standing at the risk of responding directly to Hakim, which I don't even want to do, but it's okay to point out some facts. You know, he talked about Peter Obi. He has only managed the state and he has not managed diverse people. Now, Hakim forgot that Peter Obi was director in Fidelity Bank, and Fidelity Bank has branches across all states of the country. They manage people from the south, from the east, from the west, from the north, from everywhere in Nigeria. So if you have attained that position and manage people with that level of diversity, so why are we not looking at that? Why are we just only focusing on 8 years he spent as governor in Abga, in Anambra State? Why can't we just see that level of diversity? And again, talking about restructuring itself, now, has Tinubu done anything at all? The Tinubu Hakim is canvassing for. What has he done to show that he's in support of restructuring? With everything that's tainted around Tinubu,
Mr. Chris, you are getting me wrong. If you listen to what I said, I have to come in because I won't let you finish.
Hold on,
I will not let you finish first.
Mr. Hakim, can you please allow him just finish off? Then you can come in.
I'll round up in 2 minutes. If I finish your talk, I'll respond to you. I know you very well. So that's it. Then lastly, so that let me just cut it short so that I'll have time to respond to Hakim properly.
Okay.
Then lastly, if we talk about the Bode George's case, let's get this very, very clear. Bode George was cleared of all wrongdoing at the level of the Supreme Court, not a lesser court for that matter. The man was innocent. He only went to jail. He was wrongly accused and he went to jail wrongly. And I don't think you expect such a man to come out from jail and start praising the people that orchestrated that level of indignity against him. So he's just doing what he's supposed to do. And let's even leave what he's supposed to do. Every single thing he has said, can you point anything that is wrong against any of those things he has said? He has been saying these things for years and he has directly asked them to take him to court, but nobody has been able to do that. Even the degree we are talking about, the Chicago degree Bola submitted, don't forget when the inquiry started, they had to withdraw that degree. And what Bola said was that he wasn't the one that submitted it, that it was his PRO, his team that submitted that degree. They withdrew it because the degree was completely fake. So, Mr.
All right.
I'm waiting for your response.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chris. Please let me pick another call here before we move on. I can see a lot of people, because they saw me here now, they are not calling this instead of calling Kashi's phone. You know, all right, I missed that call. All right, let's move on.
Okay,
Kashi,
sorry, can I quickly respond to him, please?
Okay, yes, go ahead, Hakim.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Chris and Mr. Leftist, please, I'm not supporting Tinubu. I'm not a fan of Tinubu. I said it clearly here when I was making my submission that you cannot argue the fact that he has taken advantage of Lagos State resources. I said that clearly. So I don't understand where this me supporting Tinubu comes from. I was just stating what is the fact. I said, listen, we were on this platform. Somebody is saying that Tinubu's son is governor. We all know that Tinubu's son is not governor. We were on this platform. Somebody said his wife is Senate president. I said his wife is not Senate president. What is wrong with me trying to clarify the wrong that somebody just put out there in a public space? You're telling me, okay, the same thing I just said, that was the same thing Mr. Chris is saying, and then he's criticizing me, saying the same thing that I said, that Bode George was cleared by the Supreme Court, and that the fact that he believed that it was Tinubu and Co that was behind his troubles at the time, that was why he came out, and he was criticizing the man. What have I said that is wrong that makes you feel like I'm a supporter of Tinubu? I've told you from day one, I'm not supporting Tinubu, but I'm just trying to clear the fact. Listen, if we are here and we see what is right, we say it is right. If we see what is wrong, we say it is wrong. Whether we support the person or we don't support the person, the only way we will win against anybody is that we ourselves are being seen to be on the right path. Not because if we don't like somebody says something bad against that person, we just ride along with it. No.
Sure.
Okay,
Thank you,
Mr.
Akim.
Hakim, I think that's very correct. I don't think Mr. Hakim was trying to support Tinubu also. He was just trying to clear the air. I mean, but they just said the wife is the Senate president and the son is the governor, and that is not true. So I think he was just trying to clear the air on that information, as
No,
this
he
is a
said he will
public
be.
place.
Sorry, but he just said he will be. He not said he is the one now.
He's
He said
already
he
a
will
Okay,
governor.
be.
but the wife is not the Senate president. So I think Mr. Hakim was just trying to
I
clear
No,
the
heard
air
what
on.
he said. He not said he's there. He said he will be. He will be.
no. I'm not sure, but they just please, can we listen to that part? 1 minute, please.
In 30 seconds, if you quickly can react to
Manage the finances of this state to a stupor that calls attention. When I was saying it many years ago, everybody thought it was political. Somebody, whether Akpapa or Akpata, who was his managing director, came out with a pro-Nigeria once. Look, who is perpetually the Senate representing Lagos? 3 times represented. Look, if this is a protest, a petition against that, up till now, nobody has opened it up. And I said, look, if this is what Nigeria wants, look, who is perpetually the Senate representing Lagos?
Who is perpetually, the Senate representing Lagos? Please, everybody should listen to that. Let's move on to the next one.
3 times already. Who is the Oloja of Lagos? So he will be president of Nigeria. His wife will be Senate president of Nigeria.
His wife will
Will be.
be, yes. So, it's a prediction, or they're already working towards it. All right. But they judge, he knows what he was saying. So I think we misinterpreted this whole thing. Just listen to everything here yourself.
Representing Lagos 3 times already. Who is the Oloja of Lagos? So he will be president of Nigeria.
He will be.
His wife will be Senate president of Nigeria. His son will be governor of Lagos.
Will be.
His daughter will be Oloja General of
Will
Nigeria.
be. Because Tinubu is already working towards all this. So I believe Bode George was saying the right thing. Meanwhile, before we move on with this argument,
Thank you, Mr.
Frank
Naija
said
Watch.
he might be leaving. Will be leaving soon. Mr. Frank, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Please do your contribution because you just said you might be leaving soon, okay?
Okay. First of all, foremostly, I just want to thank everyone here because one of the things that will help us so much, mostly in this time of crisis, is truth. And I saw the outcome of it in our speech. These things that are going on, that's one of the things, one of those things that I hate about Nigeria, and that's exactly why I made up my mind to leave Nigeria. Was 2007, yeah. After Yar'Adua's election, a lot of old people, they come up with their votes and with their voter card, go to the voting pool, and they were being chased off. They were all being, when an old man of 60-something, 70-something years running inside bush, I was highly grieved. There's this kind of, I made up my mind and said, if I stayed in this country more than 3 years, I might die, because in that kind of thing, I will fight. There are things that I can't support seeing, you understand? So, and I know if I attack those kind of people, I know what it might end up with. So that's exactly why I left middle of 2007. So what I want to bring in here is we have already, we need to tell ourselves the truth as Nigerians. We have already seen all these people coming up now. Check their histories. Just gradually check their histories. Many of them are the ones making our youth to be taught. All these kidnappers we see in the road and up, they are the people that created them. Let's call this spade a spade. They are the people that created all these kidnappers and all this, because all of them started from banditry, from supporting them, from pulling. They give them guns, and after that they abandon them. The next thing, some of them becomes higher assassins, some of them becomes a kidnapper, some of them becomes this. and go to our universities. Most of our people, none, our girls are doing a hookup and the rest of it because their lecturers didn't care. What they care is buy handouts, use them, give them better results, or you pay, they give you better results. That's exactly what is going on. Now
Yes.
that's when a graduate will come up with an empty brain. So these people are not really helping our future. But look at these people, all of them that comes up for this presidency now. Look their details, and that's why I says Obi is not that he's sent, but among each and every one of them, Obi still stands as that very man that we can say, okay, we can give a little bit trust. So I want to go to somewhere. I just say, let me leave us with this till we continue. God bless each and every one of us.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much, Mr. Frank. I appreciate you. I will move on, leave the floor again for Kashi.
Okay, thank you so much again, Mr. Ninja Watch. Somebody on the comment section said the betterment of Nigeria is in a new party. I don't know. Do you guys actually support that notion, saying that the betterment of Nigeria is in a new party? Let's move
I
to
support that.
let's
I
move to
support
Mr.
that. The point
Machiavelli.
is, sorry, is Mr. Machiavelli. I
Machiavelli,
support that.
okay.
I support that. The point
Okay,
is,
why do you support that,
the
please?
point is, the reason why I support that is when injustice becomes a law, resistance becomes a duty. We've had years of these same political parties giving us what they have as quantity, not quality, and has never transformed the lives of Nigerians, and has always to give them back the bad governance and non-dividends of democracy, which the people want, whereby a government as an institution of a state, that means the machinery through which the will of a state is formulated and attained. In those ramifications, they failed to tell the people they are the leaders, and they never brought out anything good. So for you to have a new dimension is to move at and change that by having a different party with people who has ideas coming together. For example, let's say the likes of Showore, Peter Mogalu, Peter Obi, and the likes of Patu Tomi and the rest, who has a clue with well meaningful Nigeria or concerned citizens of Nigerians coming together to form a new political party that can remove these cabals who has enveloped us with division and hatred. What is happening now? They are all looking for ways to campaign, whereby people are being taken for ransom. They never speak about that. And that is why I support when Peter Obi said, I'm not desperate. I am just ready to make a change. So regardless of what is happening, we should be able to queue on that, and let us take back that right of electing our leaders, and have also the right to take them out, to say the power belongs to us. Because if you define democracy or the caricature of democracy, what does it state? The government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Underline that statement. It is the people that determines whoever governs them. But in the case of Nigeria, we don't have such democracy. So do I believe that the new party is going to change the status quo? Yes. Because all these people, they are fighting for structure. It is us for structure. What, just as we are standing down here now, we are all sitting down here. What are the foundation of this platform was to educate people, to lay down the foundation. What are the foundation? Do not insult people, bring out constructive ways, and let everybody talk, even if we have to argue. But what is our main goal? Our main goal is to have a change. And that is what Nigeria should be talking about. Not saying that these two political parties, they are still going to be. They are still going to be. The reason why they are still going to be, because we are not bringing the right people together to make them form a united front to counter these people away. That is my submission. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Machiavelli. Thank you. I'm going to move to Mr. Mano Bender. Mr. Mano Bender, do you think the betterment of Nigeria is in a new party?
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody.
No.
It's not just in a new party. It's in a new conscious party, a new true party, a new people representative party, a new Nigerian youth party with strong root in equity and fair play, because
Okay.
some of the problems we are facing in these different political parties is that people have not been able to manage the excesses of the so-called lords. Persons like Tinubu, they use their personal aggrandizement to intimidate the other people. And because of our culture and tradition, or the way Africans react to money or influence, people just cow. So when the majority start to cow and fall down before Tinubu because of how much he has or how much he appears to have, then if you stand and you don't cower or you don't fall down to him, it looks like you are his enemy. So he will use his back tools, which are thugs, this kind of things, all kinds of evil people to fight you. Not directly, but they will make sure you bow or you leave. So this is the trend in Nigeria. That's why we have cultism. That's why we have gangs. That's why we have agberus, because our people respond to that. In other climes, people will stand and fight. Then, because the generality of the people are a thinking people, the multitude or the majority of the people will join the unarmed people to fight the armed people. In this case, the corrupt people, the gangsters. The police will do their job. The courts will do their job. And everybody will come to a point to say, no, we don't want this in our country. And so-called gangs and gang users will also realize that this is not the way to go, because the people have shown that they are not going to accept this in this country or in that country. So to go back to your question, yes, we need a party. That's why yesterday, I don't know, day before yesterday, I was actually, I thought about it like this, like, you know, the time is already gone. And what people speak about usually is party structure. What is party structure? It's just people that you have done a lot of discussion with, and they will not be swayed easily by anything. Okay, the Nigerian way of doing that is handshake, money exchanges, and all that. But you can also do that with real deep discussion, consciousness, like what we are doing here now. Some of us, we are on this platform because we think things are not going right where we come from. So we want to speak our minds and see if there are other people all around the world that think like us. And yes, of course, we end up having the same position regarding matters of this kind. So I'm not sure that even if Labour Party loses now or loses to APC or PDP, but Labour Party will not be the same again. It will never be the same again after this election, because they will also see that they have gained traction. They almost got it. So they will do a better fight in the next election. So
Okay.
I will not assume or pretend that we don't need a second or third new party. We need more parties, strong parties with strong ideologies and philosophies, because you can't go anywhere without a philosophy. The philosophy is not trading. What Nigerians are doing is, or the Nigerian political way of doing things, is just trading. They give you money, you sell your vote, and then they come back. That's why we have persons like Tony Kabaka standing to represent the generality of Edo youths in APC. That's a shame. He couldn't even make a statement for
Somebody
his.
that cannot spell a system.
So you cannot expect the Nigerian system or the Edo APC to progress. But it's good for us that they couldn't find somebody else. They decided to use an Egbe wager, and it's leaking on them, you know. So it is an advantage to any other party that can see it. and use it against them to say, you have nothing to offer. We have better minds, we have better ideas, and we're going to use it so that the generality of the Nigerian people will be able to also reason and think and say, oh, there's an idea here that I want to follow. Nigeria can be great again. Let's do it. The way forward is through sharing ideas, learning from other climes. There is a whole lot of politics going on in the whole world. So there are how do you call it? There are countries that look like Nigeria that we can look at. What are they doing? And they are doing better than us. Why are they doing better than us? So in my submission, I want to say that Peter Obi is on the right track, but that track is not for Peter Obi alone. It's for the generality of those who want Nigeria to change. Because if we leave him alone and say, let him go and try, he can only do but a little.
Okay.
If we join him and we follow him, he will have the pressure to push PDP, APC, or whoever is on the way out so that the generality of our people will now have this fresh breath of positivity.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Hold on. I before we round up, because I want us to round up exactly 2 hours. Okay, so we have less than 20 minutes to round up. But before that, I would like us to see response.
I never
from
talk here since, so Brother Elvis.
Mr.
Since I've
Igwe,
been here.
You go leave us. We are consenting this here. We go
Since
leave us.
I've been here, I never talk. And if I complete talk now, Mr. Leftist will try to pull me. I don't like bullying. You understand? I'm just being here since quiet.
Mr. Igwe,
Mr.
Mr.
Igwe,
Igwe, we're coming to you now. You
Mr.
guys, please
Igwe,
hold on.
All right.
I'm having a call right now, please.
Okay.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you for calling Ninja Watch.
Thank you. My name is Jenna Highway.
Diola.
Jane Highway.
Oh, Jane, thank you so much for calling. Where are you calling us from, please?
From Lagos.
Oh, from Lagos. Thank you so much. I'd like to know, are you a first-time caller, please?
Yes, I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you. I don't know if you've been following the show, and what are your contributions, please?
Yes, I've been watching that. Actually, it's the first time I am watching this, and it's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Within me to make known my thoughts towards this discourse.
Okay, thank you.
That's why I called.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay. I want to believe that Peter Obi in PDP actually trying to do what is right to salvage the country.
Okay.
I believe in him. I don't know him personally, but I believe going through his CV and his past records, I believe he's one person Nigeria would need at such a time like this.
Okay.
And I think that's what he wants to do. But actually having to do it in PDP is as good as the saying of the Holy Book, the Bible, that will amount to pouring a new wine into an old wine skin. Such marriage can never work, and that's what is playing out. Now, for someone to be sane and sound and wanting to do the right thing, now having to, get involved, marry with people where people have ideologies that are actually not sincere, patriotic. You see, it's not working, and it's just a matter of time. That's why it's not working. But for him to join the Labour Party, if the Labour Party has got the right, people constituting the very mindset of Obi, then it can sell. And that brings us to knowing that truly, for once, Nigeria can actually take ourselves off sentiment and try to do the right thing.
Okay.
Take ourselves, off sentiment and just be objective.
Okay.
If we can't be objective, then we'll do away with parties.
Okay.
We don't need parties now. Parties have failed us.
That's
what
right.
we need is the very right person, the right around in a round hole. Yes, not
All right.
peg like round hole. It won't work. What we need P2B, if we can go for him, having seen, from all the others on the list, if we can truly, we say we love Nigeria, I want to believe that we can go ahead and run with P2B.
Thank you so much for that. And if I may ask, if you're meant to vote for president of Nigeria, who would you vote for, please?
Certainly no two ways.
Peter Obi. Your family will vote. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much for calling. We're hoping to hear more from you, and from time to time, you can also join our panelists to make your contribution straight on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Have
much.
a wonderful day.
You too. Who did I speak with?
My name is Kachi.
Chachi?
Yes, please.
Okay, dear. God bless you.
And you too. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. People, you see, for me, since yesterday, I don't understand. In case you guys are not seeing what is currently going on social media, like I said yesterday, there's fire on the mountain. All right. You heard that lady who just finished talking right now, saying that she will not only vote for Peter Obi, she and my entire family will vote for Peter Obi. And as we speak right now, let's see some reactions from Nigerians on social media. That's why, for me, I know that my own are the final. And Nigeria was don't talk and go this side. I did my lane. I'm showing you what Nigerians are saying on social media. They say they don't tire. Enough is enough. Now, so they talk about. I make me say make they carry on. Let's start from here, my people. So you can see that today's Peter Obi for Nigeria president 2023. Anywhere he goes, we go follow him. Go. Chikena. Now see that one. Let's move to the second one. Fola Shade say, very humble man, not desperate like the APC thief Tinubu, and co-boasting he will be president of Nigeria as if na papa inheritance. Now not be me talk and on social media I go now I see all these people and they see so their name they their house address they there. Locate them. I beg. Let's move to the other one. Yes, so let's move to the other one. Can see Lord Hello say this man is the savior Nigerians are waiting for, and I wish the masses can realize this and vote for him. Okay, let's move to the other one. The plenty not be small. This one say now that's what I be this. Say for Obi to have the courage to move out of PDP, I'm starting to count him among one of the credible candidates who can do the job. PDP isn't different from APC. From APC, wanted to say, I bet. Both parties don't deserve another chance. It means, because you don't know what he does when they talk, he say the devilish PDP and the devilish APC, they don't deserve another chance. Now, interpretation hold on, not be me talk am. Now, it's day for there. Their name they there. Find them. Now, this one call right big note. Might remove this our number with this screen first before I feel this one. I want to see and where. Tremaka say why? Where is the structure? Anyway, my vote is for you. That means he's talking about Peter Obi. Perhaps it is time the presidency move from APC and PDP to other party. If Buhari can unseat a city president who says LP cannot chase out these primaries, Bola sharing, PDP, APC that have destroyed this country, let's make a change with our PVC. This time, if we don't want to continue this suffering in this country. Will I say this person hear me while they talk yesterday? I don't understand though. I no say, I talk and say, if Nigerians failed to vote wisely this time, you will suffer in the next 8 years. There's no pastor go fit pray, no prophet. My brother. You will suffer if you vote wrongly. Go and vote for devilish PDP or APC. Now me and you go there, yeah? We go see them. If any Nigerians in diaspora, if you are not able enough to indoctrinate your family to vote for the right candidate, if any of your family disobey you and end up voting for PDP or APC, disassociate yourself from them for that exactly the throughout 8 years. Pure water money nonsense, go give them. If they say their aeroplane fly, their roof come out, may rain beat them because now waiting they choose for themselves. Let's move on, my people. We have another one right here. This one, now, Mr. Ibans, say it is high time we place people's integrity above corruption. Okay, money politics, get rid of dirty politicians who shouldn't even be in our political space. The youth must begin to see themselves as, please, somebody mute yourself, Noise is coming out from somebody there. Everybody mute yourself. Frank Ken, please mute yourself. Thank you. Thank you. I'm distracted. Let me go back there again. The youth must begin to see themselves as a game changers in our politics. Peter Obi might not win the election, but let this be a test for us, the youth. Let us know our political strength in the nation's affairs, and if there be any lapses, we improve on it in our subsequent elections. What this person is saying here, even though, for example, even though, say, Peter Obi not can win at last, let us show the strength. Let's show to these devilish two parties that Nigerians are tired. We cannot pretentiously be deceiving ourselves anymore. Let's stand for what is right. Check our guests as we speak now. Olosho, all of them, don't talk to Olosho finish.
No be all of them, oh. No be all of them, oh.
Not let Madam Vessel. Why you go use that kind
of
Yes. Yes.
I apologize for that. Well.
In English, if they allow Machiavelli or me, they use broken till they explain to people. If for too sweet, interpreter.
Okay, don't worry. They come for una turn, don't worry. I apologize, not be all of them, but statistically, 80%, especially for this Lagos, so hey, Octapia. Hey, God, not be small thing though, my brother, lefties. Olosho full everywhere.
You don't do now, due respect. Now, this Lagos catchy day now.
Organizer was not going to use anger. They reveal your secret to.
I
don't know. No. Let me tell you, my brother Akim. In all your heart, the best way to know. Every junction you drive through,
then
7 p.m.
Then they there.
They there every junction.
Let's go.
Not let Madam come ask you how you think no say now that kind of thing they do there.
Get more than two boyfriend, 3 boyfriend.
Not let Madam come ask you how you think no say now that kind of job they do there.
Make you finish this work now.
No, Elvis, I don't agree. This
man not prophesy.
No. For your program,
okay, now let's move from Olosho to Yahoo boys.
No, that one a different topic.
I don't understand.
You don't do.
No, my question is, before Bola not pursue me like this, so this one.
Allow Mr. Igbe talk.
Now me cut you. This one. Now me don't cut you. No, me cut you. They don't hear you again. Me don't cut you. Kachi say make you allow Mr. Igbe talk. Now Kachi get program.
Excuse.
Thank you.
I can not vessel. Bola carry the program. They go.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everybody.
Good
And
afternoon.
I really love the topic. Let us be sincere to ourselves. We are just trying to, to let the public and the entire Nigerians, citizens, not to make the mistake that they've made 2015. These are what we are trying to say.
Exactly.
Because both people say one thing at a time. You cannot repeat a mistake that make you to fail once for second time again. You see, I want to advise us. Let me advise us. Sometimes, some of us, when we just carry a word like this, we know they carry they go one
If you
side.
good comrade,
We know they look the other side of
Go
the
ahead.
matter.
Yeah.
When matter come like this, we need to balance out. You reason the negative of the matter, you reason positive of the matter, and that was what Akim was trying to say. Akim was not supporting Tinubu, but was trying to say undermining the age of Tinubu, undermining the kind of people they are. But these are area where they have done, just like the way I talk about Buhari the other day. If you ask some people today, they will still see the other area of Buhari, that they will tell you that Buhari is good here, Buhari is not good here. But where some of us, once we just see one mistake of person or bad of person, we just hold on to that bad, like the way a dog, the way dog carry foul intestine. When dog take foul intestine or bone, it will just go the other direction. So let us try to be addressing issues so that we will be having after addressing the issue, we will get what we call solution of the issue. Like what is the topic here today? Peter Obi said he's not desperate to be Nigeria president, but he's desperate to change the country story, to rewrite it the way it's supposed to be. So I follow up the man, and I come to understand that the time of when he was a governor of Anambra State, after the election, they kick him aside. They used the INEC system of rigging of election to push him out, and he waited for 3 years. After 3 years, before court looked to the case again and bring it back to office. Now, after bringing Peter to office, 6 months of Peter in office, he was not working to the favorite of the state House of Assembly. This system of sharing the money, bringing a contract to people who are not capable, or bringing contract to a company that is not existing, which is what is killing us in our Nigeria today, like our NDDC today. Invisible contracts has been awarded NDDC as we are talking right now. So he said when he decided not to go to their direction, the House of Assembly now come together to impeach it out. And they said they bring it to, they ask is, listen, give us 3 things. Give us contracts. If you are not able to give us contract, our locations, all this, if you are not giving it to us, we will impeach you. He said, no, he said, no problem. If you said you want to impeach me. And they impeach him out. And he waited again after 1 year. From court to restore him back to power again. Are you getting it now? What are we seeing here is this. Somebody who has the mind of people, who has people in heart, who has good intention of governing people. You understand me now? Not people that have interest of their party, people that have interest of their own their self-interest. You understand me now? So go to what that old man, what they call it, that old man was saying just now. The man were narrating things that is happening in Lagos today. Today, Tinubu wife is the larger of the whole Lagos State. While the son is the one that controls the whole big board of Lagos State. So that is to tell you, and the person that is controlling the Lagos State's revenue, tax revenue, is the boy of Tinubu, person of MC. You understand me now? So the man is referring to all that. Listen, if you put this person in power, he will make his wife to be the general marketer. The person that will control the whole market in Nigeria, and his son will become his wife will become his son will control the whole market of Nigeria. His wife will become the Senate president, while his son will be a governor of Lagos State. You see, these are what the man was trying to say. Not that that he said that this is what is happening right now. So for me, you see, just like what Takashi asked before, new party does not really matter. But what really matter in the new party? New party is just like a new bottle of wine that contain old wines inside the bottle. You understand me now? Just like the Showore of matter of a thing we are talking about. Showore parties, there are still some members of APC who have withdrawn from APC or PDP from other parties. They are in there with Showore. Showore is the only person that is the new wine, part of the new wine. The party is a new bottle, but all the wine that is inside that bottle, they are all old wines. You understand me now? What we want is this, not really new party, but new ideas. People that are having good ideas, even if they come out from if they are able to form new party with their fresh idea. If they are not able to form new party, they go with other party, like the way Peter Obi is doing it now under this Labour Party. You understand me now? They can able to make, they can able to do things right the way we want it. And don't forget, before I rest my case, when Jesus were born, the Israelite people does not believe that this is the Messiah. Do you know why? Because the father of Jesus and the mother of Jesus were already with them. So they were looking and saying, how can we Mary, who we know, or Joseph, who the capital, go come give us the Messiah? Our Messiah never come. Now, so they see this case of this Peter Obi. So we Nigerians, we are looking Peter Obi like say, not be Messiah. That's so they see look Showore, when Showore really come, this will not be Messiah. Even Showore people himself, that they castigate Showore well. So Showore supporters, that they castigate her well. So it's very difficult for we Nigerians to see our Messiah coming. If we can be able to recommend our Messiah, that will be the success of Nigeria. And the last thing I will say here, please, Nigeria Watch, let us hold one rope to support one candidate among of all this, like Showore and Peter Obi, which me, if you ask me, I will say Peter Obi. Let us march, let us hold one rope, and like brother sister said, if those of us that don't have document to go home and vote, we can, mobilize our people to go and vote. Those of us that have documents that are able to go home, let us change the narrative. Because they are saying that social media politics, the social media numbers of people never win parties, never win a vote. So these are what they are using against
you should remember that social media now winner for Governor Obaseki now.
You see what else? You see. So let us make it happen with this platform, and I believe that God will give you that grace. Thank you. As I rest my case for now.
Brother,
thank you,
before
Mr.
that, please just hold on, my people, because there was one more comment I was supposed to showcase before you people una pursue me come out, especially Cashier and leftists una team up una pursue me come out. I beg me let me deliver my comment in peace. This one is the second one for here. Now the last one make I for live on. I'm not worry. This one long go, don't be small. Make we read down. This one Obina. Obina don't talk and say, he said, I feel Nigerians secretly enjoy their suffering. They enjoy complaining about.
They enjoy completely about how things does not work. Here is a man with a perfect track record. Even in the United States, it is real to find a good governor who reign and stay into profit.
Who ran a state
into profit. There was the
way this man did. I understand why
his pair does not want him. He does not play. He does not play ball. He does not play ball. But Babe, he is
isn't
corrupt and refuse to stay himself. No
greedy political.
You can't see properly from there, I guess. Let me finish it here. because I
We
can
go
see it
for
properly from
mm,
here.
No
what
greedy
I does
Raising
not
politician.
up or
understand is in
Hello?
factions of our countries and are not relying
our
really
country
agree
aren't lying around him.
around him.
Is
It
it
is
tribalism,
tribalism,
ignorance,
ignorance,
sexual?
self-hate,
Self-hate. Enough
enough
of
of
PDP and
PDP
APC.
and APC. They have failed us times and times again.
Again.
Let's stop picking
Talking about
about
talking about them.
talking
Them.
about them. Peter Obi is by fair
The best
the
candidate.
best
Far the
candidate.
best candidates.
Is by
All right.
far the best candidate.
All right, my people, as you can see that one right there on the screen, what Obina was trying to say right there is that most Nigerians, it looks like we like suffering. And if you look at it, most Nigerians are really suffering. Today is Saturday right now. There are so many lounges that open today. All of them are already there or they're already waiting to go there. Many of them are in the beach right now, drinking beer. None of them talk about their future. So what this my brother Obina was saying right here is that if you like suffering, I don't like suffering. That's why I said earlier on that if your family members and you are the one sustaining any of your member or any member of your family back home, and they end up or they deceive you to go and vote for PDP or APC, then stop sending them money. That's it. Let them stick with PDP, enjoy PDP, and stick with APC and enjoy APC. That's it. Let's move on. Kashi, over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. We're rounding up the show in 15 minutes, but I want to quickly throw a question round. I just want an answer. I don't want us to deviate so much. I just want an answer so we can give our closing remark and end the show. So I wanted to ask Mr. Niger Watch, I'm throwing the question first to you. Who are you endorsing for the presidential election?
That question, I go pass on to leftists.
You go answer am o. You go answer am
Mr.
Naija watch
Niger Watch, you have
because
to
where
answer
Naija
who
watch
is
go we
No,
go.
Naija Watch no go fit answer am now.
Na him go answer am. Na him be the head of the so where Naija watch go we go.
E never reach that level. Many APC still dey this platform. PDP
Dem
dey.
go convert na. Dem suppose to convert. Make dem
I
suppose to know
pass,
Well,
wetin.
for
I
now,
pass the
uh,
power to leftists.
you
Toya.
pass am,
Okay, okay,
but
okay.
for now, it never reach time for that question because they see the primary. By the time there'll be 1-1 each, then we go
Exactly.
fit to say we want pick now. Now we never come, they never get head. Now head and body
Well,
leg.
well,
Now
but everybody knows who they want to vote for. Everybody knows who they want to
See,
vote for.
okay, madam.
Like
if
the lady
who
that
you
just
want to
Madam.
spoke
vote for,
now, when we
Madam,
asked
let me
her,
answer it now. Make I answer am small.
oh yeah, answer your own, Mr.
See,
Igbe.
the problem is this, this APC government.
No be me o. Na
Uh,
man no bend there.
Okay,
now
Midwest, Midwest.
Midwest people now they talk.
Mm,
So you can see the way the former president was lamenting. Now you don't even know what the delegate have in their mind. We are just here talking our own.
that's right.
So some of the delegates are just waiting for money and they will choose whoever they like. Then we will not prepare to go and vote for that person. So you can see how the rottiness of the politics of Nigeria now.
You're right. You're right.
So we don't have a choice yet because we
No
are
be
not the
lie.
one that will present a candidate. It is the
No be
Okay.
delegate.
lie.
You see how they
Okay.
turn everything around. So we still have to be praying and be watching what they want to do
All
as far as
right.
the country is
That's
concerned.
all right.
you
Thank you
see,
so much.
it still come to my table.
Yeah, that's right. You're correct. Okay.
And na this thing APC and PDP dey do so. You see, dem dey postpone their primaries. APC want to see person when PDP go bring come as their flag bearer. PDP want to see person wey APC go bring come as their flag bearer.
That
Okay.
is to
That is
Right.
tell
why
you
they talk.
the INEC themselves, they are ready to compromise. So Nigerians
Exactly.
have to prepare for all scenario.
Mm.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you so much. Just going to move up to our closing remark. Please make it quick so we can end the show. We've already exceeded 2 hours, like we stipulated from the beginning. Please make your closing remark as quick as possible.
Okay. Let me say my own first now. I beg. The one that they suffocate me for this part. Let me
But
say
we
this
don't
now.
call you this time around, though. The
Make
one we will
una
call you
wait.
for, you
No,
jump and
listen. For this program, if you not use by force, shook your mouth. Put something not the rich at all.
You don't go even talk.
Now you're the truth. You have to use by force, shook mouth. People, you don't forget you.
So it's
You
me
know.
an issue too. It's me an issue too.
I mean, not understand the heat don't the reach me. Oh,
Yeah.
Oya, Mr. Nanjawo, Oya, your
Israel go
closing
say,
remark.
Naija was now my turn. I dey here. I say, no verse. I don't see you. All right. Listen, guys. Do you know that Peter Obi dumping, although he denied that he did not dump PDP, he said, I left. Now, the same thing now. Will I say they sack somebody from work? They'll come use big English, take package and say, so person was relieved from his duty. No, talker. I bet talker I be. They sack him. You understand? So Peter Obi dump PDP for Labour. Nigerians, do you all know that this is one of the biggest threats right now for PDP and APC?
Exactly.
As I'm talking to you people right now, PDP and APC are tightening up their belt now.
Confirm one.
And don't forget that PDP and APC, they are on social media as well. Their family members are on social media. For some of you that will doubt me now, we be not know say Rosha Sokorosha daughter, all of them inside social media they sleep.
They add food.
Until they want to carry Papa through silly. Now there they can't go live for Instagram say, how can EFCC be doing this to a man that have not done anything wrong to Nigeria? They were crying to the same social media that we all normally cry to. What I'm saying here is that as we speak, PDP and APC are seeing what is going on right now on social media. Everywhere is hashtag Peter Obi for president as we speak. Tell me, no social media platform you will see hashtagging Tinubu for president, hashtagging article. Peter Obi already within 48 hours. Nigerians, people are not fail us. So, like that last statement that I showcased, that guy said, Peter Obi might, if we have to look at it in probability, he might not win. But let the world.
Like that watch. How can you be tagging those people that said your PVC has expired when they know it's written boldly there, permanent voters card? Let's
you see, he said if you don't, he said
Amigo who don't expire, you know, yeah.
I want to change this topic now.
Anything is possible in Nigeria.
Very, very.
I beg, make we stay with Peter Obi. I beg. I know.
What Nigeria cannot do does not exist.
Now so me, I beg. Who will support Peter? Who will see truth?
All right, my people, please, Nigerians in diaspora. That's my focus. You know why I call on you all the time? I know we have that power. If you realize the revenue that comes from us to Nigeria every day, you will have respect for us. Nigerians in diaspora, from now, start to educate your family back home. From now, start to indoctrinate them. Tell them what they will expect if they failed to vote for the right person. Please, I have someone that is calling here. Please, I have to take this call. Good evening to you, sir. That's Mr. Pius. Please talk to us. How are you doing? Or good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to everybody there, my brothers and sisters. The Moses of our time. I was very happy yesterday. When you were happy, I was happy because me and you were at the same side.
Yeah.
Because anything you said, and it will come to true. I said, Peter Obi drop PDP. I'm the happiest man on earth. Because they have lived the devil's side. Peter Obi is the light. PDP and APC is the devil's side. While you have lived the devil's side now, Peter Obi is the light. There is nothing will make Peter Obi not to win. You see what is going to happen. Nigeria is going to shock the whole world.
Yes.
People are going to surprise. Anybody who doesn't support Peter Obi this time, I don't really know when people still talking, say about Peter Obi like this. That man is a clean guy. If we have Peter Obi about 100 people, 50 people like Peter Obi in Nigeria will change. That man is a straightforward person. This man, again, I'm looking at this man like person like Obaseki. I'm telling the truth. I know because of Obaseki.
My guy, no, not just gonna talk Obaseki. Yeah, I go counter you. Which Obaseki? I beg.
Please let it finish.
I have to talk. Obaseki is my man. I have to talk about Obaseki.
Okay, we are not campaigning for Obaseki now. Obaseki don't destroy those things. They say they do.
No interaction, please. Let him finish. Please. Go ahead, sir.
I'm a man of my own. You can't choose anybody for me. Obaseki is my man. He's a good man. You understand? Peter Obi is second Obaseki again. He's going to change Nigeria, sir.
If you want,
why people hate Obaseki?
No. Just focus on Peter Obi, sir. Don't worry about Obaseki. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I want to listen to you. Peter Obi is the right man. If Nigeria will miss Peter Obi this time, for the other 8 years,
16
Nigeria,
years.
they are going to suffer.
Yes.
We are going to suffer.
Yes.
Suffer. But if Peter Obi come inside, it's going to change Nigeria. It's going to change Africa. People should go and mark it. But I'm praying that all the whole youth, we should come together as what happened to Edo people. If the whole youth can come together, that everybody started calling their parents, their family, their friends, all the Nigerians should join together, they don't think we stop it or be not to win. Because they don't want to share money. And they already said they don't want to share money. Nigeria Watch, may God bless you.
Thank you,
what of my sister Chika?
Kashi.
I'll be calling your phone, don't pick my call.
Kashi.
Hello, sister Kashi.
She's here.
Nigeria Watch, where did they see this our sister? Very beautiful sister.
She's a Nigerian. She's a Nigerian.
Yes, so.
Mr. Pius, I beg contribute. May you hang the phone. I beg. Leave beautiful matter now.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You know, admire now. At least make you say admire the sister now.
All right. The truth of the matter is, my people, one thing we must understand is this. Before I will leave the floor for you guys to contribute, I don't know how many minutes we Kashi go give you now, because for me all this team my own minutes now. I beg una, make una tell una people back home, make them not vote for PDP and APC. Some people go, they say now, in case you don't know, now inside PDP they bomb me Puto. You go surprised. Why is he against PDP? I decided they bomb me put. Till tomorrow, my family, they are still PDP. I'm not going to go there. But I'm telling you people, this is my media. This platform does not belong to PDP, does not belong to APC, does not belong to anything that belongs to this, that have anything to do with these two devilish parties. So I can make my own decision here with my panelists, with my audience, with my spectators. Please tell your family not to vote for PDP. Now they are talk rich. Kashi, over to you. Now do well.
Thank you very much. Guys, Mr. Niger Watch has taken all your time. He has taken everything. So please, let's just try and make it brief. Your closing remark, please, Mr. Akim.
Can I just quick speak? Because I want to leave, Stakashi. Let me just quick.
Yes, Mr. Akim. Mr. Akim, please go ahead. Just make your closing remark, please.
Who said they want to leave?
It's Mr. Agbe that is talking, please.
Okay, don't worry. I'll swap with you. You go first, then I'll go after.
Thank you.
1 minute, please.
Yes, 1 minute. You see, yes, 1 minute. You see, as we have said, let us all hold one rule. Let us have belief in this man. Let us believe in this man, and let us vote. Campaign wisely for the right person to be in power. Are you getting it now? Like what Nigerian Watch were saying. For me, if possible, I can even use money to convert my family to vote for Peter Obi if they already have that mindset of vote for maybe any person from the PDP or whatever. You understand me now? So let us do something that will favor us tomorrow. And at the time we have good government in our country, Nigeria, it will relieve us too that is in diaspora. Because if your people is okay back home, the 50 euro or the 100 euro or the 100 pounds, $100 that they will call you to serve before, you will not use it to do, to do shopping in the supermarket for your family here. At the time they will call you, they will not call you for only maybe just to remind you and say, how is everything, how are you doing, how is your life, how is your family there. You understand me now? So please,
All right.
let us, convert wisely. Thank you and
All
God
right.
bless
Thank
you.
you so much, Mr. Igbe. Mr. Akim, you're up next.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Kashi.
Thank you.
I just want to quickly say something. Please, not that they'll still say I'm supporting APC, but with me, I like to support women when it comes to governance. So I want to quickly say congratulations to Senator Aisha Ahmed Binani, who won the party's primary for APC to become a candidate for the governorship of Adamawa State. And I hope we get a lot more women participating in our politics, because I believe that the more diverse our political sphere is, the more progress we will have. We need more women. The men that they've done a lot of damage to our country, so we need more women participation in our politics. So having said that, my closing remark is this. I like Peter Obi. I have nothing against him, and I don't have any issue when it comes to after all the primaries have been done, then we'll look around, then see the most credible among all of them. Then I can make up my mind then to say, okay, this is who I'm going to support, or this is who I'm not going to support.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Hakim. We have Mr. Leftis up next, please.
Quick.
Mr. Leftis.
Thank you. I want to advise Nigeria or to should not look into money sharing.
Mr. Leftis. Okay. Mr. Okundaye, are you there, please?
I can hear you. I was talking. I was like, not too good. But if you can hear now.
Okay, yes, Mr. Leftis, I can hear
you
you
hear
now,
me
please. Yes, I can.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Leftis. Yes, I can hear you.
The network was very bad. I said I quickly want to enjoy the youth. I quickly want to admonish the youth to vote wisely. This politics putting us into pains. Those people that does not have us at heart, they should please do away with them. They should be looking forward to people that will bring this country to the next level. Can anybody hear me? Is this my network? Could this be my network?
Madam, is my network working well there?
Could this
be my network?
Is your network.
So I don't know why people are talking. It's cracking on my own. Is it like that to everybody?
Yes. It's from Leftist.
Take over.
Okay, I'm just going to mute Mr. Leftis' mic, and please let's move straight to Mr. Okundaye. Mr. Leftis, my internet is bad. Mr. Okundaye, please.
Okay, thank you. And what I will urge everybody that we should not look to party, APC or PDP are not the most powerful party. It is people that make up APC and PDP. The time people still go to another new party, that party will not become much. So it is our choice to choose. And the advice I will give to those who live in abroad should tell their people to go and vote. Tell them the government you choose will be the one feeding you. We don't have money we will be sending to Nigeria, because here, if their government is not good, we will not see money. So go and choose government so that you can see money. If you good for you, you will not ask for money from anybody in abroad.
That's good. Thank you so much, Mr. Okundaye. Mr. Midwest, please.
Yeah, madam, thank you very much. Though I just round up, I didn't make any much contribution. What I want to say is this: those that are in diaspora, they need to be very, very careful. Peter Obi is just a man of himself, and his qualification or antecedent is not something that we should be measuring up with any serving governor. To you, your governor may be good, and if we start comparing to some governor back home and we are in diaspora here, we want to help him, that would be so disastrous. To you, you are living comfortable in abroad, you can praise your governor because you are in abroad, you are not feeling the heat back home. So if you mention some name of your leaders to them and say this man that is coming is like them, it will not be good for his vote, and we should have that in the back of our mind. So we are not here to talk about how our governor is governing us, so I will not go deep into that anyway. Because I saw some comment there who said that somebody who criticized their governor is not doing something good. Well, we leave that to God. Peter Obi as a person, I see him as a man that can help us economically. But does Peter Obi have the mind to confront the reality that is on ground? This is what I'm still going to wait for. Because Nigeria has gone far. It needs someone that have to be tough. It's not even a matter of economy, because you can't even face the economy issue. There's no structure on ground to do that. The level of ignorance when it comes to economy is very deep. We have been in it for so many years. We are enjoying it. We thought that is how it's been done. Capitalism is not in Nigeria, and the mixed economy is not in existence. Everything is just black market because of the way the leaders have destroyed the economy and the system entirely. Ngozi Awala came to an office. They were having about 40 vehicles while they were having more than 300 drivers working. She doesn't know what they are driving. She look at the NNPC, they import oil and these diesels and everything is being sold outside the country. She want to put measure there. She discovered there's no way she can do it. She doesn't have the power. So I don't know if anybody that is coming that is not talking about how to confront the whole situation, man, even when we cry for the person, we may miss it, because this is my worries. When it comes to qualification, economic experience, we have produced people, but they fail to deliver. So it becomes a very big concern to my kind of person. Because look at now, we are talking about Peter Obi. Those who are going to qualify Peter Obi for us, they've changed law. It's not we again. The primary is no longer direct. And this delegate, when you look at the condition at which they select them, it becomes so worrisome to me. Tomorrow now, we don't know whom they are going to select. So we don't yet. That is why we cannot decide. To tell you how far they have gone. They just went to a place where we are amending law, we are doing this, where they are amending the law to tighten everything and grip everything to their own interest. So we need someone who will be willing to sacrifice to confront this situation. Jonathan saw it, he refused to confront it, and look at where we are today. Are we going to still let another person they go? We see this challenge and be doing road and be doing infrastructure, things that are not in existence, things that cannot help tomorrow. Because when you look at the way they award Nigeria contract, all the companies are ghost companies. There's no accountability, there is no transparency, there's no professionalism. Nigerians are not trained to handle any sector when it comes to these things, and they keep on pumping money to it for years. 60 years of independence, we are crying for roads. So it's so shameful. So we need to go deep.
Mr. Midwest, thank you so much. My battery is actually very, very low, and I don't want it to go off. Please,
okay,
Mr.
thank you.
And Mr. Machiavelli, please just make it very brief. I have less than 8% right now on my laptop. Mr. Frank, please, what's your closing remark? Okay, I guess Mr. Frank is not ready for us. Mr. Machiavelli, please, what's your closing remark?
Hello. Well done, everybody. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Is that Mr. Frank?
Okay. Yeah, it's Mr. Frank. I'm sorry, before I said I want to go somewhere, so I just arrived the place and about to take off. But I keep
Mr.
following
Frank,
the program anyway.
Hold on, Mr. Frank, please hold on for a second, please. Hold on.
Okay.
Kashi, we will relieve you now because your battery is going down. I'm here. I can take over. Leftist is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have to relieve Kashi right now because I know I be for Nigeria. And if we not get network wahala, we'll get NEPA wahala. If we not get NEPA wahala, we'll get Tinubu wahala. So, or Buhari. So, Kashi, can you hear me? I believe the tid already. The battery is already gone. Okay, thank God that we came on time. So my people, don't rush yourself. Just deliver your last contribution and let's round up. So, Mr. Frank, go ahead. You have the floor.
Okay. I thank God that this issue of Kachi created another thing that I want to drop again. A country without light for after 60 years of independence, I don't think we youth of these very days will still have the same mentality of that old. I'm an Igbo man, quite rightly, but one thing I believe if this a Medugri man and his own family will lead Nigeria and Nigeria will be a better country, let them go. That thing I believe as well in football. If it is only one family will win the trophy for Nigeria, let the one family go. We do not talk about many things in this very platform, and one of those things that I'm going to drop is our football NFA. I believe there was some time in 70s through early 80s. No one cares about what Manchester United play. If you go to each of our stadiums those very days, you see people. Football is really paying, and our players, our youth has better job doing. The ones that are talented in playing football. But today, all those things are down today because of bad government, because all of them, it's only going to share. And that's exactly what Mr. P2B is crying. The only thing we need is to support him as well. Put other people that are of rightful mind with him to move with him. Nigeria will be a better place. God bless each and every one of us.
Thank you very much. Kashi, you can leave right now. Like I see that you're struggling with your net, with your battery and all that. I will take over with lefties, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, take care. Bye for now. All right, who is the next person that's supposed to talk to us? Because Mr. Frank is done.
That's me.
Everyone have contributed.
No, that was me.
Machiavelli.
That's me. It's me to talk.
Machiavelli.
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, the fellow Nigerians. Well, I have to give my closing remarks like this. I'm going to take the quote from Alan Moore. He said, "Citizens, a concerned citizen, shouldn't be afraid of the government. The government should be afraid of its citizen, because the world democracy has given us the power to be the absolute supremacy over the government. We deliver the government, we give them the mandate to rule us. So we have the mandate to tell them it is enough, it's enough. Fellow Nigerians and fellow concerned citizens of the world, it is time for us to change the status quo, as I earlier said. We should not allow this government to overrule us with their shambles and way of looting their money. We own the money, we own the government, and they are supposed to give us the dividends of democracy. It is a now or never, or we'll have ourselves to blame. Thank you very much, and may God bless you all.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. I guess we need to round up now. Every one of us have contributed. So
except me, because it seems I don't know. Yes, except me, because when I was talking, I don't know if it was my network or Kachi's network. The enemy came in. The enemy, in fact, enemy between us came in. So I was not hearing myself.
Left is enemy not there. Your network not good. Is your network not good?
Thank you. I don't talk about before. He said that my own her own. I don't even know who. So as you said that my own herself, thank you. That will not be a problem between me and you today. I want to quickly just say something about who Mr. Aigbe Nicholas thereabout. He used one word. He said, "I bully him" most times here, and it's very unfortunate you are giving me a new name, Bull. I'm a human being. I've never been a bull. The truth is, we learn from each other, and I try to correct you most of the time. Because each time they give you 1 minute, you don't even use 5 minutes. You use more than like 10 minutes. You have no stop. You just start and you don't stop. So I have to stop you. That is not bully. If you call that bully, I'm sorry. That is not bully, because you are asked to talk for 1 minute. You will speak for 5 minutes. You're still not ready to stop. So I have to stop you, because other people are there to talk. So I've never been a bully. I don't bully people. Yes. So I just want to quickly correct that impression that you gave, that I bully you. You don't like when I bully you. I leftist. It's unfortunate. I don't bully people, and that's
Okay,
the
let's
way
move
it's
on.
So I want to quickly beg our youth this time, just the way our politician will beg them when they need something. But me, what I need now is the way forward for Nigerians, the way forward for our country, because whatever happens is going to affect me and you. So I want to specifically talk to Nigerians, especially the youth, to know what they want, to know thyself. They should show this era of collecting money from politicians, show this era of nothing concern me. Anyhow I want go, anyhow I want go, may go. That thing is what we are suffering today. Please, let's come together and make sure we pick the right candidate. If there's no right candidate, then let's change the status quo. Let's do something about having the right persons there. They are our representative. They are supposed to be our servant. They are not supposed to be the leaders, because the youth are the leaders. So on this note, I want to thank everybody that have been listening to us. Thank you very much.
God bless every one of you for your time with us
Can I
today.
speak?
I wanted to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Najawash, now everything is based on delegates. How are we going to talk to delegates, the rightful person they should choose for us?
Well, let me answer that question. We cannot talk to the delegate, and this is where we have to wait. You see, for you to know who is the destroyer, you need to actually see what the party actually entails. This is what you're saying. What is happening now? This is why some of our brothers who came from abroad saying they want to go and change the status quo, and when they don't know what political party stands for. This is an internal election. This is, if any political party wants you to move forward, this is the time you know what they stand for, because they are the one who to give you what to put there in Aso Rock. So if Nigerians are wise, they need to now start doing their own arithmetic, just as they say, as God they plan, as the devil they plan, now so God they plan. Let them give us the kangaroo they want to give us, but it is Nigeria who want to put the person there. Then you go and vote for another person that you think is right. Because these two political parties, what you don't know, they are not in the interest of the Nigerian people. They have their own manifestos, and that is what they are doing. So they are going to, you cannot change the delegate. These are the cabals we are talking about.
Thank you.
My brother, Mr. Israel.
Can I speak?
You see when you talk about, when I keep talking about the National Assembly, right? This is one of the most dangerous things that this National Assembly has ever done to Nigeria. This last electoral act that they passed, that is where this stupid delegates must. In APC, you have just over 2,000 people.
Yes.
Over 2,000 people will now nominate a presidential candidate for nearly 200 million people. PDP as well, the same thing. When I keep talking about these senators, people that call themselves senators, people don't want to listen to me. These people will destroy Nigeria one day. Those people, they will ruin that country one day. I'm telling you, people, they will destroy that country one day. How do you pass a bill? None of you even read the bill. You send a bill, the president signed the bill, now you send another one again. It's not even for 2 weeks.
Akin, listen, I want to quickly say something here. Now, we want to enter democracy. People sat down. They write a constitution. They wrote a constitution and they said, we Nigerians. And people govern with this constitution for so many years until it came to a northerner. The same people sat down again. They want to amend the constitution. They came with delegate. Man, we need to be watchful, because I said we are dealing with people that are very intelligent, and they are becoming so powerful because they have grabbed enough to be powerful.
All right.
And they are working for an agenda. We cry for a good governance. They cry for power.
See, Niger Watch. This is where we are getting it wrong.
Because
Mr.
I don't
Midwest.
know who draft this kind of constitution.
Mr. Midwest. Midwest, hold on. This is what we're saying. Changing the status quo is about bringing balance. What do you think led to the overthrow of the military in Guinea and in Mali? It's because the constitution of the country was not actually for the interest of the people, but for the interest of the few. So hold on.
Yeah.
All this issue How do you bring it? It's electing the people who understand what governance is all about, democracy is all about, federalism is all about, how to structure the economy.
It's
Hold
not
on.
easy like that, my brother.
Hold on. Wait.
My brother
My
Israel.
brother. Why did this guy not stick to what ECOWAS has been talking about in Guinea? Muhammad
Can I
Tinubu
come
said,
in?
for
I have
him to
not
give up
spoken
power.
since. I have not spoken since. Can I come in?
For me to give up power, you must make sure you write a constitution that includes every Guineans. But Nigeria does not have a constitution that includes all Nigerians. It is all for the benefit of the elite.
Thank you.
Okay, so Mr. Israel, when
Naija
they are
Wash,
writing
I
those
have not
constitution,
spoken since. Naija Wash, I have not
hold on.
spoken
When they are
since.
writing Nigeria Watch, one
We
second,
will
I want to
permit
say
you,
something
please.
here.
Just hold on a little bit.
You
We'll permit
see, every time we'll be criticizing the Northerners, we'll be criticizing the Northerners. But when they share that, when they are doing the sharing formula or whatever they are sharing, Southerners are always there with them. In the Northwest, where the President Muhammadu Buhari comes from, you have 7 states, right? But in the Southeast, you have 5 states. Were there no Igbo people in the table when they were sharing it? Did they say no? Why did they not refuse? This is what I keep saying. These people will sell out their people, and then they will come back and start complaining. After you've sold out your own people, Kano State have been divided 3 times into 3 different states. One state, it has been divided into 3 different states. In how many years? But our people will sit down there and they will share the whole thing. As long as they get their own pocket, they will tell you, I'm fighting for my people. No, those people, they don't fight for you. If you come here and you think that they are fighting for
let me
you,
quickly
they
put
don't
this
fight
one.
for you. They fight for their own pocket.
Okay, Akim, may God forbid all these amendments led us into crisis and the military came in. Where do you think that military guys will come from again? We are just heading towards something. We need to be watching carefully because we want it to be good. But I think people believe crisis will even pay them better. And they are pushing us towards it because this delicate is a fraud. I don't know why they think of it and why
Can
they
I
talk of
come
it at
in?
all. I'm becoming worried. You can see your own pattern.
All right.
When lawmakers will be building bridge. Lawmakers will be building road. We will be clapping for them. That is not their job. Their job is to make laws. And you can see that they always make stupid laws.
All right, Akim, it's okay. Mr. Joseph, please speak to us.
This is serious.
Good afternoon to everybody. My Nigeria Watch people, please. The Northerners have not given us any problem. We are the problem of ourselves. Now, are we the problem of ourselves? Just look at now. The Easterners are saying if they cannot get the presidency, they will support the Northerner to come back again as a president. Even that 1999, when this constitution was drafted, even when this state was made, the Easterner was the Senate president. If you don't know it. Then, when this state was being shared into this numbers, the Easterner was the Senate president. So that's not my coming in now. I just want to contribute to that area. Now, how do we get things right in Nigeria? My brother make a solution. He says, since the delegates are the people who elect, who eventually go to the field and contest for the general election, how do we talk to the delegates? Somebody said it's not possible. It is possible. Now, the problem is possible, please.
Let him say his own. Let him say.
Oga, please don't attack me. Please listen. We learn from each other. I was once a delegate. Please. We learn from each other. Oga, listen to me, please. It's not time to be antagonizing ourselves.
We are listening. Please continue.
No interruption now, please. Let him speak.
It is possible for you to speak with delegates. The problem we have is this. Once election finish, everybody will forget everything about election. In 2019, election was in Edo State. Everybody was talking about Edo State politics. Now it is over. We jump over to Nigeria general election. We have forgotten Edo State election. Now, what is the problem? Once election finish, this politician you are looking at, they don't stay at home and forget anything about election because that is their job. Election finish, for the next other 4 years, they started working again. Once election end, they will start working. That is the reason why you are thinking we cannot talk to delegates. We can actually sensitize the delegates. If we know who are these delegates,
That is the problem. Do you know who are these delegates? Because
I don't know them.
That is where you should be concerned about. Not that it's not possible. They are human beings like you. You can talk to them. We can reach them. I've once bring a suggestion in this panel that for you to make Nigeria right, we have to go through the constitution again and renew it. How do we do that? It's in our legislative arm of government hand. How do we reach out to our legislative arm of government? They are our people. We can reach out to them. We know their house. We know their resident. But the problem is we are afraid to take war to their doorstep because we think they are our brothers. That is the problem. We will keep remaining in the same position. So whatever they give to us, we will manage it because we are not ready to take the bull by the horn. We are attacking the wrong person, saying Buhari, Buhari. That's why I asked a question yesterday. Jonathan is a noisemaker. He was there for 5 years. He could not do what he's saying now.
Obasanjo for 8 years.
How will I not take him serious for what he's saying now?
Can I
He
ask
was
you a
there for
question,
5
Joseph
years.
Sunday? Can I ask you a question, Joseph Sunday?
You are free to ask me question.
Okay, you said you were part of the delegate. Ever since you have become part of the delegate, you saw this democracy has been crushed, has been destroyed by this same cabal. What, being a delegate, what have you done to your own fellow delegate to say we are not doing things right? We need to put things right. What did you do?
You just ask a question. Can I answer you? Please don't attack me. Give me time to answer you. Now I live in Europe. In 2016, I was part of the delegate that brought in Obaseki, but I did not vote for Obaseki. I was part of the process. Oshomole adjourned the process, but I took the bull by the horn and vote for a person I know that is right. I ignored the money that is shared to people, and I vote for the deputy governor who came second at the election. So it takes just a few people to understand what we are talking about. Ignorance is the problem of the delegate.
Can I also ask you another question?
You are free.
Okay, you said you voted another pen, but you came on this platform. Now we are getting where you are going now. You have been on this platform defending this your same person you said you voted against. You have been defending him there that he's the one that will change the status quo. He has been the best candidate. Now, no, hold on. You have been a supporter of Oshomole ever since.
I did not say I vote for Oshomole. Please don't get me wrong.
No, I didn't say
listen to me very well. I did not say I vote for Oshomole. Please.
You have not listened. I didn't say you vote for. Listen to what I'm saying. You just said you voted against when you voted for your man during when they were electing the delegate because you didn't like what he was doing, sharing the money so that they can get Obaseki in. Now, hang on a minute. This is the same person you have defended here that he has done a lot about. The same Oshomole you are saying. So you hold on, understand now. You have said it now that he was sharing money to make sure that he bring Obaseki in, and you were not part of his cronies, and you voted the person that was right. But you were the same person who came out on this same platform defending this Oshomole and said he was the right man.
Okay, can I answer you?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, now please let me tell you something, my brother. I was defending Oshomole in this platform. It does not also mean that I have not spoke against Oshomole in this same platform. If there's anything that Oshomole have done wrong, I have already spoken in this platform, telling this our fellow panelists that Oshomole brought Obaseki in 2016 for his greedy for his own personal greedy reason. I said it in this platform.
Yeah.
Okay, now it does not mean that when Oshomole did something right also, I will not say it. I'm not that kind of person, please.
Nigerian, if you give us 10 minutes now, I beg, 10 minutes.
No, we need to round up now.
Sorry, quickly.
My brother, you want to take over? We need to round up.
I think Nigeria, this one we are doing is also important because we just pointing to people that we are going to vote for. Why others hold the people selected for us?
My brother that was talking just now.
Let me give you people 15 minutes to do all this. All right.
Good.
You are free. Talk to me.
Thank you. So my brother that was talking just now, what's his name?
Joseph.
Mr. Joseph.
Mr. Joseph,
thank you very much. Mr. Joseph, sorry. You see, I don't know if you were listening to, if you listened to me earlier. I told you that the National Assembly have just recently amended the Electoral Act, and when it comes to issue of delegates, right now, anybody that is running for president, if you are not close to the governor, you don't get the delegate. Forget it. If you are not close to the governor of the state or whoever owns the structure of the state, the delegate of that state, you don't get it. Before, you have a situation whereby members of the National Assembly are delegates, members of former previous members of National Assembly are delegates. But this one now are just few elected now they are elected delegates. That is all.
Within the party structure.
Within the party structure from each state. So in each local government they can have two. That was why you say, okay, in a local government maybe you have a constituent now that only comprises of two local governments. So you will not have 4 delegates in that 2 local government for one constituency. Imagine if you have 6 candidates in that position. So 4 delegates will now vote for 6 candidates. How does that make sense?
Okay, can I answer you?
Yeah, you can.
Hello? Okay, now my brother, law is meant for a reason. These people who make that law, that it must be only elected delegate that can participate in an election, they made it for a reason. It might be for their own selfish reason. It might be for the interest of the whole Nigeria. You are not a legislator. Now, to me, what I understand about that law is this. You see, before now, when the governor said you are going to House of Assembly, it is when you are going there. When the governor said you are going to House of Senate, it is when you are going there. House of Rep, it is when you are going there. Now, this is what the main reason, to me, what I think that made them to do this. Because they find out that when election is coming up, an SA or SSA or a commissioner, an appointment with the governor of a state became what's it called, a weapon against House of Rep and House of Assembly members. Why? When a governor sees that the election is coming, he will employ what's it called, more than 2,000 workers, more than 2,000 SA in different areas. He will employ them just to mobilize and manipulate that primary. When it is over, they will withdraw this SA and SSA. That is the more reason they do this law. They did not know that when they were doing this law, they were also shooting themselves on the foot. That is why I should condemn that law. But at the initial, the purpose of that law, for me, what I think, I'm not saying that this is the main reason of that law. What I think as a person, the purpose of that law is to break the wings of the governors who are manipulating primaries. Because they will tell you that you will go to Senate. It's only when you will go. When they say you will not go, you will not go. Because they can manipulate the delegate system at the state level. But where they shot themselves at the foot is that they could not read through this same law that they made before giving it to the president to assent to it, to know that then themselves, who is elected not as a delegate, but as somebody to represent a state or a constituency, they were also out of this law. That is where I think they made mistake, a big mistake that is affecting everybody right now. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Joseph, this is what I want to tell you, that them amending that law has even given the governor more power in the way it is now. The governor now even have more power, more control of the delegate, because they are in control of the state structure. That is one. So another thing you need to understand. No,
sir, it's not true. It's not true. Let me tell you. It is not true.
Wait. Let Akim round up, then you say your.
Let me explain. Okay, so if the way it is now in each local government, they have to elect delegates. So those delegates are the people that will elect whoever is going to go for the state House of Assembly and the National House of Assembly. So in each local government, it is the governor's people, the structure of the party that is under the government, that they will nominate and elect delegates. Go and look at every state today. Anybody that the governor is backing, the governor of the state that owns the structure, they all came out. Every senator, listen to this now. Every senator in every state that tried to pass that law, go and look at it. None of them is returning to the National Assembly. They all lost their primaries. All of them lost their primaries.
Do you know why?
Tried to change the law.
Do you know why? Wait, listen to me, sir. This law that they make now will not have effect immediately on this very election. The reason is this. Before now, the Congress that they used to do, they don't contest it and they don't elect people. They appoint people. Those people that they appoint in the past, those are the people that are still there now as delegates. That is why the governors have upper hand in this very election. After this election, let me tell you, wait, sir. After this election, that is why they also amended that if you must come in consensus, if you must have a consensus candidate, everybody must have agreement and sign that I am withdrawing from this race. Now, when they want to do another Congress, you will see that they will conduct a re-election where the people will have a say. Before now, it is the governor appointee that are delegates in every ward. Who they want to be there will be there. That is why it's difficult in this very election.
Mr. Joseph, I just explained to you now that these current primaries that they've just had now.
That is why I explained to you now, sir. That is what I explained to you. Yeah, it is the people that they have appointed in the past that are doing this primary now, not elected delegates.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, well, you see, when you make law for the benefit of the people, right? When you want to elect a president to rule a country, you don't make 2,000 people to elect somebody who you then put forward. If that was the case, let me explain something to you, my brother. Donald Trump would have never become president in the United States, because you have to give power to the people. You have to allow the people to make their choice when it comes to who they want to govern them. At least, if you look at the people who are, maybe if they were to maybe stick to their gun and present the first electoral bill that they gave to the president, where they said only direct primaries would be allowed, that would have been better. But because the governors knew that would take powers out of their hand, they would wink the president, and then the president refused to sign it. He sent it back to them. Then these people that call themselves lawmakers, they did not only shoot themselves in the foot, they shot Nigerians in the foot as well. All you have to do, if the president didn't sign it, you bring it back and you sign it, you pass it into law. The National Assembly have the power to veto the president. If the president doesn't sign a bill, the National Assembly can pass the bill into law. So why didn't they just take that one that says only direct primaries and just pass it into law?
Sir, when they make that law and said only direct primary, there were divergent of views on this very issue. A lot of persons said it's not done. You cannot, the Constitution does not allow that you will just say people cannot have choice on what to do. The Constitution is against that. When the House of Assembly now looked at, according to the Constitution, it's like you are taking people's rights out of them. They accepted what the president said, okay, there should be indirect and consensus, but on the condition that anybody, if you must have a consensus candidate, everybody contesting must sign and agree. Brother, this law will not have effect in this very election. Be patient. It will have effect in the next election. The reason being this,
it will be the worst law it will be the worst law that has ever been signed in Nigeria. I'm telling you, back it.
To you.
Okay.
But to me, I still see that we have to be patient.
Mr. Akin, let me ask Mr. Son this question, because like he said, he has been a delegate. Do you support these indirect or direct primaries? Yes or no?
Brother, indirect primary is a fraud.
Okay. Why do you say that?
If you must conduct election, anything short of direct primary is a fraud.
Okay. But okay, my question is, but you have been a delegate of these things. Why
So,
have all these
why, no,
why have all these
Mr.
delegates
Mr.
not
Eze,
have these
hold on 1
things
second. Mr. Eze, hold
impacted
on 1
on their
second.
own fellow delegates?
My brother, you just told
Who
us
is
just now that this,
talking? Who is
you just
talking?
told
The
us,
question he
no, hold
asked,
on, hold on. No,
I cannot hear you guys. Let one person
hold
speak
on.
at a time.
Yeah, I'm going to quickly say something. I'm going to quickly say something now. Sorry. You just told us just now that we will see the benefit of this law later. And then you know that this law is not for direct primaries. And then you're telling us that anything short of direct primaries is a fraud. I
He
don't
didn't
understand.
say
How
we
do
will
you
see
make
the
two?
benefit, or he didn't say we will see the benefit. He said we will see the
No,
worst after this election.
No, the benefit of the law after this election. That's what
Yes,
he
that's
said.
what he says.
Is that what you
Can
said?
I speak? I'm still here. Can I speak?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can speak, sir.
I am talking now based on present terms. I said anything short of direct primary is a fraud. Now, with this law, what I said earlier, I said we will see the benefit of this law in future. That's what I said. Now, why I said so is this. In future, the reason I said anything short of direct primary now is a fraud is because the people that are there now as a delegate, they are not elected. They are appointed by the governors. That is why I make that statement.
So you
That
also
anything short, I'm coming, sir. You
Okay.
should let me learn. That is why I make that statement that anything short of direct primary is a fraud. In the sense that in future, when we want to do election, there will be nothing like appointment by governor anymore. With this law, everybody will go to feed and do election, which is Congress election. We will have the right delegates. When we have the right delegate, consensus will be good. Even indirect will be good. Because at then, the governor cannot manipulate anybody. Not when you are appointed in the disguise of election. You must serve your master. It takes those who have stubborn head, like as I was in 2016 and few others, to say, no, I will vote for my right person that I think is right.
Okay.
Despite the money you are giving.
You just said you said no because you have been stubborn. Now, you just actually said that these delegates were not even elected. So you are part of a delegate that was not elected, yes or no?
I am not part. In 2016, listen, my brother, I am not part. That was why I could stand for myself. I said, few of us could stand for ourselves and say we are not voting for Obaseki in the what's it called? In the primary of Obaseki that brought him the first time. What really happened during our delegation election? That was why, during our Congress, that was how I knew that they don't do election, they appoint people. It was in my ward, Ward 12 of Ovia Notice. Ovia Notice have 13 ward. I'm from Ovia Notice. Now, in my ward, my own elder cousin was contesting as a local government party chairman, who is by name Ogogo Motor Express. Few of you will know him. His motor park is in Ikpobaslo. He was contesting as a local government of Ovia Notice local government party chairman. He was contesting. Why me? I was part of the delegate in my ward. I was the financial secretary in my ward. Now, the leaders in my ward, they said that the governor has spoken. There's also a group of people like this, also fashion, they should go there and be our, what's it called? Our delegate from our ward. Then we were doing our election that will bring us as delegate. I was not a delegate by then. We are contesting our own election. So my own cousin told them that if I am contesting in this very election at the local government level, I want to be a chairman of this party at the local government level, I must have my word in my hand as a delegate that will start my vote, that will count my vote for me at the local government level. That was how they now accept us to go to the field. We were having two fashions. So we went to the field and we defeated the governor appointed delegate. We defeated them. That was how we became the delegate of the ward. That is the more reason.
Sir, you
At
still
the
not answer. You
election,
still not answer. Hold on, sir. Hold on, sir. You still not answer this question. When you guys were
I'm
on the
trying
field,
to
hold
answer
on,
your
hold on,
question. Please listen to me.
hold
Your
on
question
now. You are
was
still.
this. Your question was this. Are you not part of those appointed delegate by the governor? I said no. How was I not part of it? That is what I'm explaining to you. Are you listening?
Go. I'm listening. Go on.
So that was how we could go to the field at the stadium and tell it to the face of the governor that we are not voting for Obaseki. We are voting for the person who we think is right. It take a few words out of 100 plus word that we have in Edo State. It take a few words that have this power in their hand by election. But a lot, majority, let me say 80% or close to 90, they were appointed by the governor. That was the reason I could have this my own view to say this is who I will vote for.
Okay, but you still, this is what I'm saying. You said you guys went on the field. Who were those people that put the ballot for you to say, yes, we are voting for this person to be our delegate? You didn't specify that. So you were still
it's INEC. It's INEC. INEC came. INEC came, sir. INEC came. For the election, INEC came now. They conducted the election.
Ever since you have been this is the stamp. You are still, in a way, you are still part of the delegate because you guys said you guys were changing the status quo. You were not agreeing because of the way the delegate was being run. And this is what we are saying now as concerned citizens.
No, don't get me wrong, sir. I said in 2016. Don't say I am still part of the delegate.
Okay,
I left Nigeria 2016.
You were a delegate or not? Yes, that's what I'm saying. You are not part of the delegate now.
Not now. I was.
Okay. Now, what we are saying now, as concerned citizens now, we are worried with the way these delegates are influencing this thing. What are you going to tell us now? Because you said anything direct, anything more than direct, it's a fraud. So what are the things, what are the laid down principles you are going to put on ground now to give us the courage as concerned citizens that we should not have this thing again? Because you said it now. I want to know that because I'm very concerned.
That is what I'm explaining since, my brother. I said in this very election, this law might not have effect. But let us be patient. In the next election, I see this law having effect. You ask me why? I said because in this very election, the people will see as delegate now. The more reason the governors are still having power now over this election is because those that they appointed as delegate, because that election is past, the Congress election. Those that they appointed are the people in disguise of elected delegate now. With this very law, in the next election of Congress that we elect the delegate, it will be visual. It will not be business as usual when the governor will appoint people. Because the law have made it stronger that you cannot just bring people and say this is the delegate. They have to go through the May election. That is what this law is saying. That if there should be any consensus that this faction is stepping down for this faction, it will be everybody written agreement with signature that I'm stepping down for this very faction. I am not going to feed. And which is difficult. It cannot happen. When you have two factions, the priority is that all of them should go to feed and show their show. They have to show their power and know who is really popular. So if people go to feed and show that they are really popular and at the end, they get the delegate out of that kind of process, the governor don't have say over such a delegate. That was how I was able to vote my choice in 2016. That was how the governor was not having choice, having lord over me. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, no, I'm not. What I'm trying to say, I'm not arguing with you because of we are all learning here. I'm very happy now that you said you're a delegate. At least we have somebody who has a clue of what is happening within the inside. Our main purpose here is to educate, to also re-educate ourselves as citizens. There's nobody who knows everything. Who knows everything. We are all learning. So I'm even happy. This is why I posed this question to you. Like we are very concerned, and as well, we also thank you for joining this program as well. To join hands with the concerned citizens to make sure that we make amendment. We'll see the way forward because the future belongs to us. I don't know if you understand. It might not
Yeah,
it might be that we
yeah,
are
I'm getting
arguing
you.
things now, but we're arguing to make sure that we set the ball rolling, because the future of the Nigerians tomorrow is in our hands. Because if we cannot do anything now, what do you expect our children's children to tell us? They will also say we failed. I don't know if you understand, my brother.
Yeah, you
Why
are
I'm not
right.
trying
You
to
are right.
I'm not trying to say that, oh, you have been this thing. The reason why I say I was saying you were part of the process is because what is happening around us here now, 99% of it started like this. We didn't have the opportunity as Nigerians to actually come out to confront these people or to tell them that this thing is wrong. Now that we having the voice to speak, it is high time they also listen, and they should know that the power now belongs to us, not them. I don't know if you understand, my brother.
I understand. Not that we have not been seeing people that have been speaking. People have been speaking in and because they are minority. You cannot hear them because they cannot come to social media to speak. That is why you can't hear them. People have been fighting this cause within for long. Now that we have people who are joining voice from the social media angle, it is also a plus. You understand? To the movement, it's a plus.
Yes, that's why I'm very happy, because I don't know if you remember one time when we were speaking on this platform, some of the commentators were saying, "Oh, you guys are just talking on air because it's 1% that is watching you guys now." I'm sure that you and I are very much aware of now how this thing is moving out, like it's rocking very high. That a lot of people are listening to. Or you see a lot of people that are calling from even from Nigeria, all parts of the globe, because they are concerned. And now that they have the voice, we that knows a bit of what is going on and those who does not know, we should join hands together, we join forces together so that we can have a clear result, because the future is big. Because if the West is already going to the digital stage and we are still we have not still moved out of the analog stage, my brother, hey, there's fire on the mountain. It's a time bomb. So this is why we all are concerned. Whether you must not agree to what I believe, or I must not agree to what you believe. But the main issue or the main important point is to have a common ground of having that clear mandate of good governance to deliver to our people, right?
Yes, you are
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So that is what makes you and I to be on here. It's not that we are being paid to come here, but it's just because of how patriotic we are, how much we love our people, and it's our country. We don't have any other country other than that place. So if we must do things, we must do it well to favor us, because it's not Nelson Mandela today was never fighting for his own pocket. Everybody knows that. He sacrificed his 27 years in captivity and came out and just only serve as president for one term and hand over it back and said the power belongs to the people. So we should have our leaders who should be speaking on that kind of Mandela quality, not on the quality of having it for just themselves and their families alone. Because Nigeria was not only designed for one person, it was designed for Nigerians in a plural term, not in a singular term. I don't know if you understand, my brother.
You are right.
Yeah. So,
Mr. Israel,
you're right, sir.
I just want to quickly tell my brother this thing. You see, to elect delegate, they're still going to pick people from within the party, okay? And within that party, they have people who are loyal to certain elements in the party. So most of the time, the head of the party or the leader of the party in the state are governors. So when it comes to electing this delegate now, the governor will always have an upper hand on how to structure the way these delegates are going to be elected. Because at the end of the day, you need to understand one thing now. It is in his own interest, the governor's interest, that he gain upper hand because of the nominations for state house of assemblies and federal house of assemblies. That is a very, very interesting part to the governor. So I'm telling my friend right now that the way this law is written, the way it is structured, has given more power to the governors. The reason why you see that the National Assembly, after sending a law to a bill to the president, which the president passed and which the president signed into law, within how many weeks are now trying to re-amend that same bill again? That tells you that they knew straight away, they knew now that they've made a big mistake. They were trying to take powers away from those governors, but they now realize that they've given the governors even more power. Now, you can see that the primaries that have already been conducted, people ordinarily who are senators who will come, regardless whether they are in good terms with the governor, they can still use their own money to, to sway people. But now the delegate numbers are very few, very small. So they are all like people who are under one umbrella. They know each other. So now you see that the last primary that was conducted, majority of these House of Assembly members are not coming back. Even Dino Melaye, he lost primary election in Kogi State. A lot of big names have lost primary election in these primaries that have just been held. That is because the governors were in full control. They were look at the one that everyone happened in those states between Udoyokemia and Oroide. So who was the governor back in among two of them? Who came through? So that gives you an example of what is going on right now across the country. The governors now have a lot of power with this system. And the only way we can move forward as a country, if we say we want to have a federal system of government, like we say we are practicing, we must create a system whereby every candidate will go to the people, even if not to the general public, but at least to your party members. These parties will tell us, oh, they have 10 million members, they have 50 million members. When time for election reaches, they will bring only 2,000 people to come and elect candidates for us to vote for. It doesn't make sense. Let those members who you said you've registered, let them vote in the primaries for your candidate, so that the best man is just like you now, my brother, as you are now. You can go and join PDP tomorrow, whether the governor likes your face or not, because it is a direct primary, you have a chance. But the way it is structured now, you can go and join any of these parties tomorrow. If you like, do whatever you want to do, you stand no chance because they already rigged the whole thing around themselves. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you. The only way we can move forward as a country is for us to bring in direct primaries. I'm not, as a true Democrat, to be honest with you, I don't really like this idea of us writing a law that tells political parties how to conduct their primaries. I would have liked a situation whereby I would have preferred a situation whereby the parties are given that independence to conduct their primaries, whichever way they feel like. But our people are so hell-bent to do what is wrong. So bringing laws in to make sure that we do it right, I think in that instance you can support it. But these people can't even sit down to write a law for their own life, let alone them writing laws that will benefit us as Nigerians. Look at what they did with electricity. They say they want to privatize electricity. They make it worse. They made it worse.
My brother,
cannot write cannot write a bill, a simple bill. Look at the petroleum industrial bill. That they
calm
want
down,
not even,
calm down, my brother. Calm down. Listen. It is not true that if with this law they want to do Congress election, that the governors will have the control over the structure the way it used to be. It will not be easy for now. Let me tell you, what makes you qualify to contest as a delegate, to contest as a party executive at the ward level? Those are what we call delegates at the ward level. Those are the beginning of a delegate. We have executive of the local government, we have the state executive. So the people that are doing the presidential election, those are the people they choose from the local government level. Now, the people that are doing governor election, primary, the people that are doing Senate and House of Assembly, they are being chosen from the ward level. Now, let me tell you, what makes you qualify to contest for such an election, a Congress election, is just a membership. To be a member of a party, you can contest to be a delegate at the Congress election. It does not take you anything. What it really takes you is the ability to mobilize those that will come and vote for you. the ordinary Nigeria that have the voter at the register, that the registration as in the that carry the card carrier of such a party. Those are the people that will come and vote for you. How do you mobilize them? When a party is doing registration, try, if you are interested in this process, try and mobilize people to go and register as a party member. It does not take anything from you. Mobilize them, the villagers, the people that are involved in your unit, in your ward, at your ward level. Like my ward now is the ward 12 of Ovia Northeast. Ovia Northeast have 13 wards. And in my ward, we have 18 units.
I'm from Ovia as well.
Okay. Which ward are you from?
And that, and that 18 unit total delegate, Abi?
No, it's not like that, sir. 18 in my ward, we have 18 units. In that 18 units, how they do it, if you don't have people that participate in that election, that very election, that Congress election, your unit might not even have a delegate. It might not even have. It might have, it might be an assistant. You understand? They might put an assistant there just because of election in your unit, because there's nobody there from your unit that really participate in that Congress election that will speak and say, you need to pick somebody from this unit that is not an assistant, a direct person. Like me, I was given an assistant. I said, no, I'm not taking an assistant position. If you cannot make me a direct position holder, let me rest. I cannot. I know what I mobilized. I mobilized more than 4 18-seater in that election. My own personal election. We were fighting against governor order. We win. We won that election. So I was the first timer. I was the first timer in that election. It does not really mean that when they are doing this election, if they really go to field to conduct a Congress election, governor don't have say, because it's not from your unit, it's not from your ward. Okay. It does not have say if they really go to feed.
I thank God for the information, because giving me some tips about how these things work. I'm really happy.
Yes.
Because
Mr. Migler, you see why I'm very happy that Mr. Joseph have just said, and do you know why? I'm very proud of you, because you actually came out and said it boldly. I was a delegate. At least we have an idea. So, for example, we bring somebody who is a delegate into this platform. For example, Nigeria was invited. We have people who are going to be. This is the reason why we say it is better for us, Nigeria, to speak, so that we can find something in between. It's the ingredients. We'll take Korea, take Maggi, take like this, because this is what forms it. So that we here, when we are posing questions to these people, they shouldn't think that we are just novice. We don't know what we are doing. So this is the reason why this platform has given us that foundation that has been speaking about, of how a political system or a system itself can work.
Yeah. If you look at our governor, Edo State governor currently, that the recent meeting he had, what we used to speak about here is what he was saying there. The first time I had my governor, trying to tell people the importance of the ministry. And this is what we have been campaigning here. But what really pains me is that when we criticize him, people who praise him thought they are the one making him to succeed, whereas we are the one that is making him to rethink every step that he's doing. Like that of this delegate now. For me, my dear brother, since the former president talked about the delegate, I was so shocked. But I said, what is the essence of the election? Where some rotty people is just in one corner to come and select who we are going to vote for. You understand me?
The former president was talking for his selfish reason. That's why I said he's a noisemaker. He was there. Why didn't he
my brother, you see this
and do what is right when he was there as a president?
As you said before, you said our certain people are the problem. I agree with you. I'm just telling the truth. I didn't doubt that, because when you look at the people representing us currently, it's like they are ready to serve the master. When the master said, this is what I want, they are aware of what the master wants, and they are willing to buy. Let me tell you, the deputy speaker went to Mecca and Medina before he became a deputy speaker. Amechi is serving his position because he went to that place. They don't longer hide their agenda, and our people are seeing it. They are still dancing around. Now, if this election fails, this may likely put the military into power. Then who again is going to? Who are those military guys that are warming up? The same people from the same region. So, and when you look at what they are doing, they are just strategy. They don't even have interest on how to fix anything or to build anything good for Nigeria, apart from their own interest of conquest, dominating, appointing people that are not qualified, abandoning people that are qualified, and abandoning people that does not qualify. Everything is becoming so questionable. So thank you.
Oh, I just came. Thank you. I was about just coming in to say we are calling it off for the day, but thank God you are here now. Me, I want to go.
Do where the meeting don't do like that.
They don't do Kaba meeting now. We give the chance to do Kaba meeting. Nobody talk to them.
We don't talk. We don't interrupt them at all. No interruption.
No, that Kaba meeting.
Kaba meeting. Yes.
No, they were actually taking information, a vital ones that.
Man, we learned a lot. We learned a lot here about delegates. We learned a lot.
Me not even know say Israel and Akim when I join this Kaba meeting. We
see the real Kaba.
We know.
Only 15 minutes when I think give us. Only 15 minutes when I think give us.
Mr. Niger Wash.
I told you I said 15 minutes. I come back after 40 minutes. 40 minutes.
I don't know how they do
African time now. African time.
They push Elvis come out. They push me come out. They make sure say Kashim battery down. They take over the place.
Lefties. Not be we push you. Just talk what you go do. Not be we push you. Just talk what you go do.
Maybe Niger was still go look all those Joshua. He just from window look Joshua, or he just goes through small go look Joshua. I don't know what he see for Joshua. How I ain't go talk. By the time when Madam go ask how you tell no say these people we did and this guy did not there go know.
All right, do well.
This Kaba will switch to join. You want to sweep me past that was know all the names of the Joshua. He gets the time. He know the time when they come out. I go judge this Kaba. I go judge this Kaba.
No, when I know they do my brother like that, when I drive past, just they drive past, so not be say.
Anyway, Madam go ask him. I know.
Now you first start this thing, Akim. Just not pretend to support me.
That's why I think they support you now.
Not be me and you. Now you first start that. Not be me and you at all. All right, I appreciate you now.
Joseph Sunday, thank you so much for that thing. At least, please be joining us, be giving us so that we also can. We want to make sure that the Nigerians understand what the system is all about.
Going on, because none of them cried out. Even Jonathan didn't cry out. Those people did not even cry out and say this thing is not good. Now it's affecting them.
Thank you very much. I thank all of you.
Left is a party that the one you start enter now. You see the
way we don't. We just crack joke. So
you're Jafat. The Midwest Republic can't join now. They be why you start the party so party. And not do well.
No,
thank you.
Now, if you look the people a day, you know say these people got a day. Check them. Akin.
Lefties. That picture where they your background. That picture there your background. We don't want trouble from NDLA, you know, because that picture it looks somehow.
No, na cassava leaf. I better not just come.
Na cassava leaf, eh? Okay, we don't want trouble for NDLA.
How you say no the picture for saying you not join the picture? You not see the bed way there.
Na cassava leaf make you live like that. Be just another thing way.
I just my question. I say we don't want trouble for NDLA. So
no your mind, Akim. I say it lose guard me earlier on. It's not they lose guard you now. See
Akim, that's the way they talk. If not be say you go make sure NDLA, me we don't even know the meaning. Now you make sure NDLA, I mean, how you say no? Me no know.
All right, before we go.
Okay, since you don't know na cassava leaf, I don't help you.
All right, my people, make we go.
Okay, sir. Good night. Goodbye, everybody.
No, we'll come back again later. Never reach good night, too.
Thank you all. Goodbye.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Niger Watch. Thank you very much, Lefties. Thank you very much, Midwest Republic. Thank you very much, Mr. Israel and Mr. Joseph. Thank you very much to every one of you. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much to Kashi. Where our battery die, we pray make Nigeria better, make battery not die again in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. For those of you on the comment section, now God will bless you now. Those of you watching us, now God will bless all of you now. You know, we love you all. Let's stand for what is right. Share our videos. Press the like button. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to channel Nigerian Watch channel to be notified. You know, you also need to click the notification bell, button, you know, so that you could join this wonderful family, make with they share ideas together. See what our cabals do today now. They don't still show us, they don't share a rub mind and everything. They for sure the moderator come out. So, you know, more they learn from everybody, more they learn from them. No wahala. And people, and God, and God bless you now. I will say, make you bye bye. Talk to you guys later.
Honorable Solomon Abidjan, Chairman of Latin Baba.